located by attackers. A bomb. 10 seconds to go. Attackers activating the defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers recover the bomb. Attackers drop the diffuser. 15 seconds remaining. Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers drop the bomb diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. are activating the diffuser. Defenders have located the diffuser. Attackers found the diffuser has been dropped.
Hello everybody, how are you all doing tonight? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. We are going to be jumping into the meat of the issue tonight. It is going to be the Cerberus Tournament's Season 2 playoffs, which is something we've been looking forward to for the entire season. I mean, to be honest, this is the biggest prize pool we've ever had, and to some extent, this is like the league or the season in which we have dumped the most amount of energy and effort, and from which we've learned the most, to be honest. Starting next season, for example, a few things will change due to the learnings we did during this season. First and foremost, it is unfortunate, but we will not be resuming this current format. Simply put, it is an odd type to have, and it is something that other parties, other organizations do very well, and we felt like there's no point in competing directly against those people. So there is that. Other than this, we have 7 teams playing tonight, so you'll have seen them in the starting soon screen, right? 15% RWE, so this was the Rewolf Elite roster who have left the Rewolf organization. Same for LFO. They're also ex-Rewolf members, and I mean X is as of yesterday, literally. So this is extremely young of an event, right? Phire Gaming, of course, they were Vendetta. They left and they created their own or their own roster, which then got picked up by Phire Gaming. Decay Esports, that's more or less the same story. When the core roster left Vendetta, not every member of the team went in the same direction. So there was kind of some ambiguity as to who actually owns the spot, which is where DK are more or less the other half of what used to be Vendetta Esports. Just to fill in the ranks, we felt like inviting them. We're coming for your styfe. This is absolutely a troll or goofy name, but hey, why not? We need to have some of those as well from time to time, don't we? Sorry, I was checking a little something. Other than that, Axios, you guys know them. LFO, talked about them. And MishMash. MishMash would be, I want to say, one of the most stable rosters that we've had this season. I mean, look at every other roster. We've had roster changes or changes, right? Like, look at the names I've just talked about. MishMash, they seem to have been really a rock solid team, and that was interesting to see, to say the least. Leviatar asking, ça va? Yes, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Well, on va faire ça en anglais ce soir. We'll be talking in English tonight. Simply put, this is an English stream. Yeah, that's the core of the issue, that's the core of it. You can see behind me Zug, our wonderful observer and other co-owner and co-director of DAL. So he is going to be joining me tonight in person. Yes, and we will be ready to actually start the game. So without further ado, best of luck to all the teams. Have fun and may the best team win, basically. The interesting thing is the map ban has been done prior to the stream starting, so there was not too much of an introduction here. Hey, why do we not have an overlay here? That is odd. That is odd. What is wrong with this overlay? It is supposed to be showing. What is... Ah, there we go. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't showing, but there we have it. Zuzok, salut à toi. Comment ça va? Yeah, we are going to be jumping into the game. As I said, the map ban has been done prior to the game beginning. So prior to the stream beginning, the players have just been on top of things. There's no real way to turn this around or to blame them for that. That's absolutely amazing. LFO, awesome. Phire Gaming, might I add, you have an orange logo that fits very well with your orange side. So the aesthetic of it is going to be quite pleasing. Capita will be our band. Wamai is going to be the first defense-sided band. So it looks like Phire Gaming do intend on playing somewhat heavily on the grenades or on the fragging side of things. Utility-wise, I would expect LFO to be overwhelmed. Assuming there's only going to be Jaeger that might even be picked, right? It's not guaranteed that he's going to be there. And then, of course, Echo. Echo will be banned. That's a no-brainer, I want to say, because, of course, he is extremely good when it comes down to denying the plant of the diffuser. And that kind of stuff can be really important in the last few seconds of the round. Are we going to go in the last few seconds of the rounds? That remains to be seen, but, it is what it is. We are seeing the operator of the different player statistics right now. So, yeah, I would say it's more or less of a roller coaster ride at the top, right? Because we had platinum. Did I even see a diamond? Then also went down to gold. Here it is also, I don't want to say hit or miss, but it looks like we have, a few unranked players. Would that imply Smurfs? I deem it somewhat likely, to be honest, but hey. We'll see what gives. Our first round will go in laundry. And that's quite interesting because I would say most teams would tend to go at the top floor first. So are our dear LFO players looking to throw their opponents off guard, or are they going into the basement? Ironically, is it supposed to be like a bait, or I don't want to say a joke, but you get what I mean? Or is it really the bottom side that they prefer defending, without having any layers of irony to it? I'm not sure It remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, they are coming prepared. Look at this. Kate, of course, to protect the hatches. Mute is going to reinforce or to protect any other reinforced walls. Mira is extremely potent in the basement floor. Maestro and Jaeger will be welcomed additions to that kind of playstyle. Then, of course, on the attacking side, Ace and Maverick, Fonde and Austin are going to make absolutely sure that hard breaching is going to be a success. Thatcher being banned, for example, the hatches, Gade is going to be there, but Maverick is going to care very little about those electro claws. Ying and Ash do seem to be more aggressive-oriented operators, whereas Nomad, of course, is going to be your typical flank watch. How exactly is it going to pan out? Well, it remains to be seen as soon as the last player ends up loading in. And as I say this, as I acknowledge, the delays, he is just about ready to go. Isn't that amazing? So, our defense here is going to be interesting. Munchies, of course, is seemingly setting himself up to put a mirror window towards the freezer area. Xen is also placing down barbed wire there, so that might possibly be, a typical weakness, I would say, especially in rank, right? Which is where a lot of my experience comes from, because I myself am hardly a competitive player, more of a caster, really, right? Munchie's second mirror window is going to come here towards the bunker area, which might go a long way to explain why the other part of the bomb site, or why the other part of the laundry site, or no, the red bomb site, I forgot how it's called, is soft, right? So that is extremely worrying if you are a defender who plain forgot about that, might I say. But hey, the attackers, Phire Gaming, are loading in, and this is what we will get to see. For example, it looks like the initial insertion is going to be made through the big tower, which would absolutely make sense. Are they going to go downstairs first? Will they try to flush out the roamers before? I mean, all that is up to the attackers, up to Phire Gaming. For the time being, we do hear a few drones right there, but I don't see any LFO players roaming. So that will lead me to believe that, yeah, we are likely not going to be, playing the counter-roaming game. Austin is absolutely working on the hatch, whereas, yeah, Gummy here is pre-firing a little bit. Nobody's there, though, and Austin has just baited out the first nitro cell, so now we are more or less ready. That, I don't see why the mirror window would not get destroyed, to be honest, but hey, if that's what the players want, why not? Xen here is going to be in the freezer, but, he's not really holding freezer. He just has his back to the main entrance, and now he's waiting to be pushed. Gummy would be ready to drop down. As you can see, DJ here is droning. Once again, no roamers in sight. So it really is going to be up to Phire Gaming to make something happen. Candela charge is going off. Nobody's rushing, though. A drone is coming in, but that is going to be joining the way for Known Titan, who seemingly knows where Xen is. Therefore, it would be quite dangerous for Xen to just peek or to, try to contest the area. And yet, he is going to have to do so because, right, if you don't do anything, the attackers will just funnel in. First firefight is ensuing. Xen is losing a bit of health. DJ is coming up behind him. The camera is on, though. It was on for just a brief moment. He's going to have to rush. Is that going to work? It seemingly does, but oh, were we ever ready? That's going to be an immediate refrag. Now we're 3v4 situation. The defenders have the upper hand. No, the attackers have the upper hand, but LFO still do have a very strong grip on OBJ itself. Though, as you can see through the walls, there is a good amount of attackers, probing and pushing in. Austin here is trying to get something to give in with the breaching torch. Is it going to work? Given time, probably. But, given time is the biggest, I want to say, problem here because there's only 30-some seconds left on the clock. Smoke, of course, is no longer is not there at all. Those regular smoke charges. Okay, I see. Pre-fires are going to work. That's Gummy getting a kill. He could try to plant. He is going to actually attempt that. So Lion and Ace will have to make something happen. Of course, you could expect the covering fire to be pretty good since there's like 2 players covering and the third one is planting. Of course, right here, Lion is going to unfortunately lose his firefight, leaving us with A's last player alive, who will also falter under the pressure, and that is going to be Phire Gaming winning round number 1. Nicely done to them. It was surgical, strategical. It was, a step-by-step process, but it worked out perfectly in the end. Congratulations. Okay, so without further ado, let's prepare those replays. Where are they in the new UI I have made? Here they are. Okay, sorry about the slight delay, but let's take a look at them. They are going to be interesting to take a look at. That is for damn sure. So, for example, right here, DJ Phire was coming in. He wanted to stay stealthy, but he still got spotted out. He won the firefight fair and square, so, you know, congratulations on that front. But that was, you know, the stealth part of it was unsuccessful. You can't blame him, right? There was barbed wire and all that good stuff. The camera was up. Here, Maze is going to get a nice kill. Gets refragged. He was really out of cover for the angle once he got peaked, right? So then he then gets plant. And it is unfortunate that Ace had no evil eye that was capable of, you know, cutting off the angle. Because if not, that really might have been the end of the round, if not. But unfortunately for the defenders, the diffuser got planted, and that just proved to be fatal. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump back into that scene and take a look at the other round here that's going to be beginning. So a victory on the basement for the attackers means, you know, LFO can go there again. And yeah, we went into the replays for way too long, but we are absolutely going to be at the soft wall, right? That would not make too much sense for them to go down there again. And what exactly is this defense going to look like? We could see that, unlike last time, LFO are going to be pouring a lot of resources into having active roamers down there. So, should the attackers, should Phire Gaming try to come in through the first floor, then walk up the stairs, they would likely be exposed, like I said, to a few roamers. But then again, that doesn't seem to be their main intention, right? You have, for example, Gumi on the roof already, found a droning master's bedroom. Well, of course, Austin Cure has already made the top wall there soft. And that's going to be Maze with the first kill already, actually, nicely done. That was a nice headshot. Oh, he's turning the opening against the attackers. Austin, therefore, has no choice but to use the frag grenade to open up the south wall. And now Gummy is going to be probing dining hall roof. Exactly how successful is it going to be? I deem it unlikely to yield any kind of reasonable, you know, results. Ace is right there, and he's the only one that is likely to get fragged. So should Ace use his firefight, which so far doesn't seem to be likely to happen, well then, Gummy could probably set foot on OBJ, but he would just get refragged immediately thereafter. Austin's going to get a nice kill on his own. You can hear the beeps, so there's a proximity alert going off somewhere. So therefore, Ace's flank might possibly be somewhat exposed. Doesn't seem to be too likely for the time being. Austin is going to get a nice kill online, bringing this to a 3v4 situation. But Austin being, you know, directly or ready to set foot on OBJ. Munchies could be extremely dangerous if he was to just run at the right time. But no, that's going to be Austin getting in. Munchies getting a kill, but getting refragged immediately. Now the attackers have control of OBJ, but the diffuser is not yet there. Actually, if Xen gets that kill, that could be dangerous. But no, he does not get it. Fonde is going to outgun him, and that is going to be a 2-0 for Phire Gaming. Nice round, if I do say so myself. Once again, you know, Phire Gaming were quite aggressive, but also methodical in the same breath, right? They probed a few different angles. They got moderate results from the one side, from the other side, but it was not a coherent one-sided, you know, all or nothing type push. They worked together on a few different angles, and that is what brought about the victory here. So, all around, it feels like Phire are somewhat autonomous on whatever they're doing, right? They work on different angles at the same time, and it works pretty well. But they're not exactly working together in the sense that they're not coordinating. They're just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. And when you just have, at this point, it might be a bit early to make a different assessment, but it feels like LFO have a weaker gun skills, right? And in any given firefight, you can reasonably assume that Phire is going to win. And that just brings about their round victories, and this is why we now have a 2-0 situation. So there you have it. Round number 3 it is going to be. So on our third round, we have, of course, LFO, who couldn't yield any kind of results, neither at the top floor nor at the bottom floor. So they have to go somewhere, and that somewhere is going to be laundry again. Let's see exactly what they're going to change up, because of course their first attempt failed. So if they were to go at it from the exact same with the exact same initial setup, their chances of losing would be somewhat high, right? So let's see exactly. Xen's Zen's mirrors seem to be fairly similar. The composition is absolutely identical. Munchies... Oh, the composition is the same. But apparently a few players have swapped their operators. For example, Munchies is now going to be playing with your Jaeger, and it's going to be Zen who is picking Mira. Let's see if the execution has any more chances of succeeding with these new players playing, you know, the different guns. For example, Munchies really is going to have to get a few kills.
Attackers have located
Or a
a
few
bomb.
more kills compared to his analog last time, because if not, the chances of getting anything done are going to be somewhat low. That's already going to be the mirror window destroyed, which is going to leave the door wide open for the attackers for Phire Gaming to push in through bunker, but I don't see this happening just yet. Non-Titan is, of course, probing big tower, whereas DJ apparently is still suspecting Rama from being to be upstairs, but of course we can see nobody's up there. Really, Non-Titan got a first kill here, looking to get another one. At the same time, that jammer is not getting destroyed. There you go. And, of course, there's the hatch that's going to be opening up. That's a knee, and that is likely to yield a kill. Oh, he just does not get it. Actually, Munchies did not even get hit. And now you have, apparently, Gummy, who tried something, but that did not work out too great either. So now we're trying to, you know, put pressure on Munchies from a few different angles. You know, that's typical for Phire Gaming, to be honest. But he does not get hit, unfortunately, for the attackers. In the meantime, you know, 1 minute 27 seconds on the clock. That's roughly half of the round. Gummy getting a nice kill there. Lion getting one on DJ at the same time. Looking for a double. Is that going to work? Apparently not. But Gummy has not yet, you know, made his last move, his final move. Munchies is going to be extremely low, but Maze gets a kill on Austin. Still probing, still trying, pre-firing with that gun. Might be dangerous because you don't have too much, you know, firepower, too many bullets in the mag. There you have it. Gummy falling down now. 2v3 situation. Smoke canisters popping, Fondy planting, but problem is Non-Titan couldn't see Munchies coming in, but he still gets the kill with a nice little flick shot. Now Non-Titan is the one that is going to be extremely low, and he is going to be in a 1v2 situation. Has to pull off the clutch, but that is not going to be too easy. Likely, I might say it's not going to be too likely either. He gets one, but of course, gets refragged immediately, and that is going to be round number 1-1 for LFO, who have shown us that they're not, you know, totally defenseless against their opponents. Actually, they just needed, you know, a few rounds, a few moments to learn about their opponents, to figure out how they play. And once that has been made, that, you know, learning phase has been done, well, at this point, they are becoming extremely efficient, and they managed to win. We are going to have to be a bit quieter. Ace is not banned. Yeah, Ace is banned. Yeah, Ace is banned. Yeah, they're going to have to 6-pick. Then we're going to have to rehost. Okay. No, not yet. That's going to be next season.
Attackers need to locate and
we can
bombs.
rehost. That shouldn't be too big of an issue for me. And I just realized that the replays have not been recorded. Not in pro. What? Ace and Melusi are still banned here, so we can rehost. That's not an issue for me. We can just rehost. And according to Hans, is fine. Did I say that? Just rehost. Just rehost the round, and that should be good. I mean,
10 seconds
at the end of the day. Yeah, just rehost now.
5 seconds
We'll
left.
rehost. That should be the easiest thing to do, I think.
Bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, just rehost. Nobody has died yet, so we can rehost. Alright, that's not a major setback, to be honest. It happens, right? It happens. And they're probably asking me, Fonde. Yeah, that was it. We're resuming 2-1. Yeah, it's gotta be 2-1.
But they played one time or 2 times?
They played Ace. True. Okay, so it was our bad we didn't see it, and they also didn't bring it up. So
Can
we just rehost as is, and that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good enough. On rehost de même, puis on. Ouais, 2-1. Ok. Non. Non. Non, non, non. Le premier round, c'est un avertissement, en fait. Mais surtout, on a rehost, fait que la round n'a pas été jouée. C'est juste un problème si... C'est juste un problème si LFO, il soulève. Tu sais, s'il demande pas un... Il vient de le soulever. Non, mais c'est ça, vu qu'il soulève, on rehost. C'était une fois qu'une round est jouée et considérée comme étant finale. Fait qu'on rehost 2 autres. Je l'ai, inquiète pas. Okay, yeah, so that is going to be the state of things. So don't forget that Phire Gaming were attacking on the orange team, right? So you have to change that up. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so laundry room has been won by orange, dorms has been won by orange. Yeah. And then you have laundry that's been won by blue. Zero toxic main. Yeah, round number 3 has been won by the blue team. Zero toxic main saying dollar financier dollars. Ah, ils ont mis un smiley sorti de je ne sais où. Hello everybody. Hey, Zuk saying hey.
Zouk, c'est quoi les points, ça, on s'en fout un peu? Ou...
Yeah, so LFO has blue. Don't forget that orange team starts as attackers. That is looking good. Phire Gaming with a space though, right? Un espace entre...
mais c'est parce qu'ils ont joué Ace les 3 rounds.
Non, c'est ça l'affaire. Mais tu sais, une fois que la ronde est jouée, tu sais, il y a un règlement dans lequel, si les settings sont mal faits, une fois que la ronde est finie, elle est considérée définitive. Faut sortir le protest tout de suite. Faut relever le protest tout de suite.
We don't speak.
Alright.
Alright, we talked to Hans, it's alright.
But you will not losing points, so dans le fond, ce qui arrive, c'est que...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but a quick question. Are we allowed to use Ying's new breaches then?
New breaches? Yeah.
And say
Yeah, the breaches are not mentioned in the rules, so it's gonna be fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch back in English, actually. That's a fact.
Quand vous avez un protest, vous devez dire tout de suite, une fois que la round est finie, genre
Sur l'enfant, c'est qu'une manche?
La fois, c'est qu'une manche, mais vous avez gagné.
Ok.
Good.
Ah ouais, moi ça. Ouais, on s'est signé à blanc pour financer ça, par exemple. That's so true. Let me just check the other games in the meantime to make sure that everything else is working just fine. So if we go into the brackets here, il y a de la position derrière. Yes. We're going for a stop in Axios. That's perfect. They're running just fine. If I come back here, le clic est désactivé ici par exemple, fuck me. Donc on va juste prendre la full screen, ça va être plus facile de même. Decay, 15% RWE pour eux autres. Everything's running fine here as well. And then last but finally this. Okay. Yeah, Zero Toxic. Actually Zug is doing observer. I'm still doing production. I'm still managing the OBS instance and everything. So we're gonna be resuming 2-1. It's basically the one round that we didn't play. That got stopped short will be resumed, and it looks like the players are ready. So we'll be joining in
We're ready.
very quickly here, basically right now. Le Cerberus a juste servi à rechoisir les opérateurs. Yeah, because of course, the thing is, Pro League, they're starting their next season now, right? The Challenger League qualifiers are ongoing as we speak tonight, I believe. If not, it's going to be next week. No, but they are this week. So they are already starting another cycle in in their seasons. We have yet to finish up this one, and then we're going to be updating our rules. We're just not synced with Ubisoft, and that is on us, to be honest. And we're gonna have to maybe cut our seasons a bit shorter to make sure that everything flows perfectly. But that's gonna happen next season.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Zach, yeah, Zach. So the story behind that thing is simply put, alright, I'm just gonna say this in French real quick, Zach. C'est parce que mon serveur d'avant, c'est devenu le serveur de DAL. Fait que j'ai plus un serveur à moi, puis là j'ai pris un serveur à moi, puis là il y a 14 personnes là. Okay. So LF will be defending the top floor. That's not too surprising considering they just won in laundry and they're not going to go anywhere else, realistically speaking. So looking at things, we are going to have a castle that's Lion is playing Doc. I believe that might be a new addition to the team, because if not, everything is really just going to be more of the same at the end of the day, right? So if we were to look at exactly what is happening, what do we have here? We have an extremely similar initial setup, of course, right? Electricity, all that good stuff. Phire Gaming will absolutely be pushing, or they will be working on the big tower. You can see already, right? Known Titan is there, Fire, Austin. Looks like Maze is ready for, a cage trip of some sorts, because he's right there. DJ Phire already getting a kill on A's, and that is going to be interesting. Of course, Maze is going to fire back. He did not get flashed too hard. Still, he was hit. Nonetheless, Ace has already bitten the dust, but that's just the extent of it, right? I mean, if you look at it, the attackers are probing, but they're not getting too many results. Except for the obvious, right? Of course, the wall is soft. Of course, we're droning in. But other than that, nothing major has been breached, or no major kill has happened yet. There is an air jab, so he knows he can't do too much. Fondy here holding on Master's bedroom, but he's not getting pushed. He's really just cutting off the rotation for the time being. May is really on help getting the kill on Lone Titan though, so that's going to be something quite important, because of course Lone Titan was putting the pressure from the attic, and now there was only Fondy who, no, it was Munchies. Munchies gets the kill, but it's still. Oh, it's DJ Phire on OBJ. I got the colors mixed up. Okay, so it's just a matter of bringing Diffuser on bomb site. But no, Diffuser has been lost. Actually, Munchies is currently holding on to it. He is going to get wall banged. Oh, the drone saw him, and he never realized, leaving us with Xen in a 1v3 situation. There is an unfortunate castle barricade which is going to turn against him, and now he's going to have to try to deny the plant of the diffuser, but he's powerless to do so. What can he do? Prepare his next move. That's all. The good news is he's not going to get shot at because of the castle barricade, and that wall has not been breached either, and he doesn't have a shotgun or anything along those lines. Oh, he misses there. Fire, or DJ, should I say, is going to get the kill, and that is going to be round number 4. The third point for Phire Gaming. DJ Phire saying, LMAO, I did not know. Looks like they were unaware of his positioning, and now they pay the price. So. Short replays are the way to go. Let's take a look at this round, and this round only. To me, it seems like the process is speeding up, because of course Phire Gaming, they've done this once or twice. They know what to expect, and they are now warmed up, so they went through the motions a bit faster and with a bit more efficiency ultimately. For example, however, Fonde being on the bedroom, or on the bed, shall I say, there, it was expected by Xen, but then his next move was immediately countered. The droning game actually is really good coming off of Phire Gaming, so that led to them having a few kills, which I feel like LFO could probably mitigate if they were better at destroying the drones, or counter droning with cameras, or with all that good stuff. Sikla Cast, I'm alone here. Hi man, how are you doing? Delighted to see you on here. And by the way, if you make it into the Challenge League qualifiers, congratulations, man. Congratulations. It used to be as simple as simply being a
5 seconds left before
an ESL
insertion.
community caster, which was fairly easy to get into, assuming assuming you knew what you were doing.
Defuse a
But
bomb.
now, I mean, it really did become a closed circle, exclusive club type of thing, and I find it unfortunate. But if it works for them, more power to them. I'm still gonna be somewhat sour about that. All right, round number 5 it is gonna be. Even though LFO were unsuccessful in, gaining a victory on Dorms, they elected to not go there again for some reason, might I add, because at its core, Dorms is supposed to be easier to defend than, for example, your meeting room. So them going meeting in and of itself might seem like it is, an admission of defeat. But if you just think rationally, we can't win, might as well put our pride aside and, try something else that might have a decent chance of winning. That could still be the right thing to do, right? Which is why the said admission of defeat might just be a clever call. Let's see. Lone Titan is holding the angle now. We could, of course, hear behind him. I thought it was fire. A few explosions went off. I expected, an Ash breaching charge to have been fired, but no, it is going to be, a regular breaching charge. And Gummy already in there, getting a first kill. Not getting refragged. Planting. Who is defending this bomb site? Lion will have to get back on site ASAP. The roamers are coming back down. Xen here is going to have to try something, but he's way too far out, and he is crucially lacking intel if he realistically expects somebody to be there. And he's, of course, going to be peeking sloppily into the angle where he is being expected. So that is not looking too prudent, or, things are not looking good for LFO right now. Xen and Mace, last players alive, miles away from the diffuser. There's no real way for them to ninja defuse. They're gonna have to fight their way through there, and their chances of having any kind of leeway are gonna be really small. He gets one kill. Austin is actively looking in the flank. He is gonna die, gonna fall down. That's now a 2v2 situation. Now a 1v2 situation. Maze is of course gonna get fragged immediately thereafter. That is gonna be round number 5 for Phire Gaming. They are on a roll. They are on a tear, and it seems like there's not much LFO can do to mitigate that situation. So, you have the... Vous avez le son en double? Okay, so let's take a look at this. Zero. Le son de quoi? Le son de ma voix? Le son du jeu? I think I might know what that could be. Yeah, Zook, thank you for asking. But I believe it's likely to be the game. Okay, and that should fix the double game audio issue. Hide all. No, wait, what? I know what it is. I actually know what it is. Thanks for letting me know. No, it's gonna be fixed. Yeah. No, it is gonna be fixed for the next round. Don't worry. So we didn't talk about the round itself too much, but yeah, of course now it looks good because we're currently in the replays. So that is of course going to be there's not going to be a double audio during the replays. Okay, but looking at the next round here. This is going to be round number 6, so the last round before the role swap, and let's see if LFO can get anything to give in now. It's going to be their last chance before jumping into the arguably harder side or the harder side of attack. What is? I think I know what we have. What the problem, what the issue is. If I do this, and now. Right there. Okay, so that should be better. Let me just check. Let me just try to make sure of one thing. To do this. Meh. You know what? I won't take any chances. I will just delete that overlay to make sure it doesn't interfere with anything. And there we have it. If there still was any kind of double audio, now it is absolutely going to be fixed.
Bomb located by attackers.
So all of this is going to lead to us kind of lacking or missing out on the preparation phase. But as you can see, they are absolutely trying something different. For example, roamers. right here, Munchies is going to have to attempt to get a kill there, and that absolutely works. Congratulations. That is going to be huge, considering that, of course, that hatch being opened up always was the first move that Phire Gaming were making. It is going to allow, the mirror window to stay alive, to stay up, and that in turn should help out the entirety of the defense. Though, of course, Sabana is still going to be there, still going to be efficient in opening up the reinforced wall, which, due to the cross angle it gives, is going to leave a few defenders on bomb site itself vulnerable. But of course, Ace can fire back through said opening, and now we're finding ourselves in a 5v3 situation for the seemingly first time. LFO are they do have the upper hand. Still, DJ Phire is going to pick up the slack, so he is linking up with his teammates right there. You can absolutely see Mura's silhouette on the right hand side. So in Freezer, Known Titan still above. But what can we do here? Not too much, because there's no, sneaky play to be made. Xen, or Munchie, should I say, is still roaming, still there, expecting Twitch to peek, and she does, and he gets the kill. Nicely done. Oh, that could be a double for him. That is going to be a double. Flawless round for LFO. Nicely done, and that is going to be a 2-6. Whenever you have a double kill in the final kill cam, you just know that that player was on a tear at that given moment. The replays are off. Oh, yeah, okay. Zero, I still fixed it. Don't worry, it is fixed for next round. I know what it was, and, yeah. Don't worry about it. We are going to be good to go. Still, 4-2 situation. 4-2, that's nothing to laugh at, because arguably defense is easier than attacking on this side, on this map. Therefore, yeah, LFO, they were able to more or less fend off the pressure, but barely so when they had the upper side. Yeah, we did forget the bans, but that should be to. Yeah, Thatcher was banned. Yeah. Give me a sec. Look at the overlay actually. Here, let me give them to you. Thatcher, Capitao, Wamai, and Echo. Okay. Wamai. Yeah. Yeah, we did forget about those bans. Alright, without further ado, let's jump back into the round, okay? So it is going to be round number 7. Like I said, LFO's first attack. And they are going to be attacking the top floor. So unlike their counterparts, unlike their homologs, Phire Gaming do choose to, defend dorms first and foremost. Let's see how successful they are going to be. You can already see that, their composition is going to be somewhat different compared to LFO's. For example, Clash is making an appearance, and Goyo is also going to be, present to the party. Goyo, which could be, a notable, reaction or addition to the team to substitute, for example, a missing Smoke. And by the way, I'm not entirely sure why Smoke is missing, because his kit is still very good. The only notable difference between, Goyo and Smoke is that Goyo's gadgets are passive in the sense that somebody else can detonate them, whereas if Smoke were to die, the gadget as a whole has been lost. Also, LFO, they are using thermites instead of using, for example, Munchies here. He did open up a portion of the soft wall. Why not open up all of it? I am not sure as to what the response to that particular problem would be, but hey, flash grenades are going out. That is Xen working the angle in his lonesome. Not getting too many results there. Trying again, and that second, Ash or flash grenade has been opened up by the ADS, and now we can detonate the Goyo Vulcan shield. What exactly can we do from there, though? So there is going to be Munchies trying to push in, of course. Oh, at the contact right here. He could be looking above. He saw it, and the free fires. That's going to be Phire, or DJ, should I say, getting a nice little kill. Now he is holding an aggressive angle. Oh, could have gotten an easy kill if he was peeking as Lion dropped down, but he didn't. Listening to the comms, it looks like Gummy here. Clash is tasing somebody, but I couldn't tell you exactly who that is. Though here he's facing, 2v1 odds. That natural shot is going to get shut down mid-air. He also eats up a lot of bullets. He is now very low on health, and any kind of mistakes are going to be fatal. knowing that DJ is going to be extremely prudent, but that was just not going to be enough. Ace, therefore, is going to get the kill, and now he is going to be facing off against Gummy. Gummy, who will be a great deterrent, but he's not an actual, you know, big danger. Fonde here getting an absolute beast of a kill. Still, Gummy is holding them down. He's baiting them, and that could actually work. So the big problem is if Fonde doesn't get a kill the first time, he's now standing in front of his own mirror window. That could be extremely dangerous. Still, 3v3 situation, 18 seconds on the clock. Ace, Farmite has a diffuser. He's going to have to plan quickly, but he just seems to barely realize that, and now he is going to try to put the diffuser down. No, he lost it actually. Xen last but alive in a 1v2 situation. Gummy could maybe be revived, but it's just too little too late. Could have worked, actually. Could have worked because, you know, somebody was reviving somebody else. Therefore, it was technically a 1v1 situation. Could have gotten a nice 2-piece if he was there on time, but no. The LFO team seems to have been unaware of the timing issues, and that just caused their downfall, to be honest. So round number 7 is going to end up in a victory for Phire Gaming. So in chat, Alvin saying, sup, Le Pandarou, Alvin, Tebo, you won 7-0, let's go. Against who? Decay Esports. Next round will start soon. Yeah, GG's to Alvin. Yeah, absolutely GG's. 7-1, that's something. That is something. And yeah, ultimately, it was just too... LFO were just too late. At the end of the day, that's all I gotta say. They were not there on time, and they paid the price for it. The only thing we can hope for at this point is that LFO are going to realize what the problem was, because, like I said, a 2v1 or even 1v1 if you're rushing while the one player is reviving the other is still, at the end of the day, doable, which doesn't appear to have been the case before. So let's see exactly how the rest of the games or the rest of the rounds are going to shape up, because of course both teams are always learning and studying each other, or learning about and studying each other, should I say. Therefore, the interesting thing is that you can't take anything for granted, and there's always going to be some kind of evolution or updates being brought to both teams' play styles. So that is going to be enough for spawning on construction site. It looks like Zen is has his sights set on big tower. Is there any roamers on the top floor? I don't see any orange silhouettes up here. Pandaru saying, "C'est good, you fix." I'm not sure what you fixed, but hey, good job for fixing it. Maze, of course, playing flank watch. Other than that, no roamers, no real dangers on your backs, which is good in the sense that LFO can direct their entire attention towards attacking the top floor, not attacking the bottom floor, the objective itself. Here, Clash Gummy is, stealing health, chipping away at the attacker's health. Unlikely to get an actual kill, but he can slow down the push. He can, of course, alert his teammates should he be in real trouble. But for the time being, Lion probably has frag grenades in his inventory. Is he cooking one? However, that's not the case. So what else could we do? Thing is, not much, right? You have the still the 5v5 situation, but Gummy is kind of single-handedly managing 3 attackers at once. So for the rest of the teams, or for the rest of the match, it's kind of a 5v4, or 4v2, sorry. That is problematic for LFO, if I can put it that way. Right here, however, there is going to be Austin, who was caught unaware. That's going to be a nice kill for Zen, but I don't expect another, surprise kill like that to happen again. DJ Phire, though, getting a nice frag, looking for another one. Ace is pushing in. Heavy pre-fires, but that is just not going to work. Zen working on a little flank of his own. At the same time, we can hear Lion is very likely working on the hatch, but, well, I was going to say Munch is right beneath the hatch, so it looks like we already have, as the attackers, control of that part of the map. Apparently not, because he gets killed as soon as that idea pops into my mind. Still, the major problem of Clash is still there, and there's still no real answer for LFO. Looks like they're gonna have to just force him to expand all of his electricity, so they can then rush into him easily, and then knife him once or twice to kill him through, shooting at his feet. Still, it is a really roundabout way of going at it. DJ Phire right there, of course, gonna get another frag. Lion knows exactly what the problem with the issue is, and cannot do anything about that. 37 seconds on the clock, 2v3 situation. Ace getting a nice kill. Now that is, that was a 2v4. Now it's a 2v3 situation. Gummy still being an absolute pain to deal with, but Ace was on bomb side, gets one. Is he looking for another one? No, he's going to be planting. Lion, though, is bleeding a lot of health, and that is going to be dangerous. He's likely to die to Clash, and that is going to be non-tag, denying the plant of the diffuser. Lion now out of grenades, out of time. He's going to have to make something give in. He gets one kill, but of course, the electricity, you know, that is accumulation at its finest. Did Gummy kill him from A to Z on his own? Couldn't tell you, wasn't watching the entire time, but he did do a lot of work regarding, you know, that Maverick problem. And at the end of the day, you gotta give props where props is due. Clash was there from the beginning and was always there harassing the attackers, and there didn't seem to have been a true cohesive answer to said problem at all until it was already too late. So hey, congratulations, because you earned it. You absolutely earned that one. So we're gonna have a 2-6 scoreline. Basically, Phire Gaming now being backs against the wall. I am mixing up the teams here. Other folk being backs against the wall. Phire Gaming at odds of winning, and to be honest, they have a 4-point lead. So I don't see, reasonably speaking, how a comeback could be mounted. That doesn't seem too realistic, nor does it seem too likely. And I believe OBS just crashed. The stream is still running, so nothing too major has happened there. And yeah, Le Panda who just gifted us a sub. Thank you very much for that. We will play back the animation, or you know, the notification afterwards. So that might be the last round here. Let's see exactly how other folk are going to fend for themselves. Of course, after winning both in dorms and laundry,
5 seconds to insertion.
the orange team, the Phire Gaming team, will have to go elsewhere. That is not a surprise whatsoever, and it's not going to come as a surprise to learn that they're going to be defending here the God damn it, I have a blank. I'm blanking out. They are defending meeting room. Yep. And what does a meeting room defense look like? That's a good question, but we've seen this before, right? LFO, when they decided to defend down there, they were unsuccessful, first and foremost. Second of all, they were playing quite heavy with the roamers, you know, top floor control and all. And that seems to be a staple of Phire Gaming's defense as well. After all, they are going to be sending a few players and some reinforcements at the top floor, namely by the attic area. Which is why, you know, Lion is already working on destroying that. Are there any defenders up there holding the angle, or is it just, you know, utility to force Lion to expand his breaching charge fuel? Yeah, absolutely. Somebody is watching the angle. That is going to be fun. Good. That's coming with Decayed. DJ Phire losing a lot of health. Lion also trading blows. I'm not exactly sure where Phire is getting shot at from. Was it Munchies? Maybe. Nonetheless, Austin here is peeking. He does not get the kill, but at that range, the shotgun probably would have if his aim was true. Maze there is going to be losing a bit of health. Nothing too major, but, you know, the point has been made. If you peek there sloppily once or twice too often, you are going to be toast. This is where the glasses come in handy. He was flashed, open up the glasses, and there you go. Good as new. Lion, though, is going to be put on his back. Could still be revived, and that losing that shield could be problematic. Looks like he's going to peek. Because, of course, without having his defenses up, he is going to have to make something happen. Xen is going to bite the dust. There is still another sweat right there. He saw the... Oh, no. He peeks right into a free fire still. Maze lost a lot of his health. And in the meantime, the main wall has been opened up. Are we open to plant the diffuser, though? That's an entire different beast. And I gotta say, if it doesn't happen now, it's going to have to happen pretty quickly. Because, you know, the war of attrition is one that Phire Gaming wins easily. Look at this. You had Nomad. She's now dead. Lion, really low on the health. Ace is up to 100, but he has a fuser. So, you know, presumably Lion would have to cover him. And it's just a matter of a few Evil Eye tasers. And he's gone for. So, yeah, all in all, I don't deem this round to be too likely to be won by LFO. Therefore, Phire Gaming seemingly had a very, very solid shot at winning the game. Both attackers now are fairly low on health. And, you know, of course, the strong angles that are being held from all the way over there are still being held. Currently not. DJ Phire getting the first kill there. And getting a double one. That is going to be Phire Gaming putting a swift end to the game. and winning the match 7-2. That is something. That is something. That's a decent split. You cannot argue at all that it was, you know, that was won on a coin flip, right? No dumb headshot, no random wallbang, no unfortunate spawn kill has decided the outcome of the match. Without a doubt, Phire Gaming have proven themselves as being the better, or the better of the two teams. Le Pandarou, it might be possible that actually it was there was a bit of a coincidence between when you donated the subscription and where OBS froze for a second. Apparently my encoder was overloaded, therefore it just froze, but it was still running. Just the UI froze, so it kind of scared me. But then I looked at, you know, Twitch itself, and they said everything was still fine. So I don't know. Ultimately, our next round is going to start in roughly 15 minutes. We have said it was going to start at 7:15. All right, yeah, 7:15 p.m. And therefore, as a courtesy to the players to not rush them, we'll take a small break. So thank you all for being here. I hope to still see you. I hope you all stick around. But you know what? That's the perfect timing to go grab a bowl of popcorn, to go grab, you know, a soft drink, and to make yourself comfy, because our next match is going to be, drill room please, because we actually have not yet decided it ourselves either. I think MishMash Gaming against Axios would be an amazing match. What do you think? MMG against Axios. That's actually going to be an insane match. So we will cast that game as soon as we're back, like I said. So without further ado, give us, you know, a few moments, and we'll be back as soon as possible. Let me just do the one thing, however. I just prepare the countdown, and yeah, see you soon.
Defender has left the area of Attackers drop the bomb. Seconds remaining. Five seconds left. Attackers bomb. Attackers drop the bomb located by attackers. A bomb. 10 seconds to go. Attackers activating the bomb. Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers dropped the diffuser. 5 seconds to go. Attackers recovered the bomb. Attackers dropped the diffuser. 15 seconds remaining. Attackers recovered the Attackers dropped
And we're back. So yeah, Zog, I'm pre. We're back. MishMash against Axios. Like last time, they did the map bans on their own, like big boys. So we aren't gonna have any map bans to show you guys. However, it might be a bit small on the screen right now. Villa is gonna be the go-to map, so we are gonna be playing on that exotic Villa map. MishMash Gaming against Axios. So these are two good teams. To be honest, like these are some of the highest ranked teams in the comp here. Axios, who have famously played in the Canadian Challenger League, so I think they don't need any introduction whatsoever. MMG themselves, they have participated in the qualifiers. Seemingly, they didn't go too far. Unfortunately for them, might I add. And all, they are a really good team coming from a very stable org. And MMG themselves, to be honest, they are good friends of mine. They're also tournament organizers. They're literally the biggest tournament organizer in on Xbox in NA. So that's something, right? All around, two very, very solid teams. While the operator bans are underway, we're going to be looking at their skill levels pretty quickly. So it looks like it's platinum all around. That has to be a Smurf here, Axis. Tom here is also not ranked. Ashes. Big Sexy. It's going to be platinum all around. Oh, Diamond. I'm a fan. Congratulations. And Veros, of course. Yeah, so we have made a quick run through the operator, the player levels. Let's talk about the operator bans here. So Thatcher, IQ. That's going to be interesting because ultimately, I want to say IQ has been banned in the spirits of making sure that there's going to be no hard breaching capabilities, right? I mean, you can, for example, destroy batteries through the floor. Well, it's a bit harder. It's not too easy when you don't have an IQ to indicate exactly where you have to blow the ceiling open. Wamai, you know what he does. He is a really good counter utility. And finally, Valkyrie. Valkyrie is fairly good at this map because you have, a few choke pointy or choke hold corridors where the opponent is going to pass through there. Think, for example, red stairs. If you have a camera at the top of red stairs, you're looking at red stairs, you're looking at 90 hallway, you're looking at, the corridor or the small room towards big bedroom or master's bedroom. So that's just one example of how good a Valkyrie camera can be. This map is not exceptional, but it's still, up there. And that is basically it for our operator bans. Iki saying, of course, I'm 28 and I practice my English too much early at school. 3 of my first English teachers just traumatized me with it. I gotcha. But I mean, for real, if you wanna work on your English, I am absolutely down to help you with that.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
That is big facts. Peak saying, I was playing with Dio when he started and now he's just so good. I mean, practice is the key. You just have to try and try and try and try. Because, it's a language. There's no magical answer. You just have to know the grammar rules. You just have to know the words. And that is just, knowing stuff by heart. That just takes time. Looking at round number 1, though. So if you were to look at the current settings, it is going to be, without any surprises in the world,
10 seconds to go.
aviation and games from defense. Looking at the composition,
5
Veros
seconds
is
left
likely
before
going to be
insertion.
roaming. Ashes is seemingly also roaming. Look at it. He's on the
Attackers are
first
moving
floor
out to
with
locate a
Lotzi.
bomb and
Veros and
defuse
Ashes
it.
are together, actually. Anime fan, I mean, a Jaeger could possibly be roaming. Ashes with the run out. Is he going to get a kill? Apparently not. He still tried though, and he tipped his hand here because, of course, MMG will, from this point forward, know that Axios like to spawn peek, and therefore they'll know to be careful, to keep an eye out for that. Which is why spawn peeking at the very first round might not be the best idea ever, but hey. Looks like Axis is also holding an angle. Maddox is going to get the first kill here, but Ash is holding a tight angle. That could have been Sledge's demise. He is peeking. He is peeking. I'm not seeing him, though. Oh, he was outside. He was outside, and right here, Ashes is missing a few bullets too many. Maddox is low on health, too, but, you know, those players have just been trading blows. Flashbang going out, but, you know, Ashes is over there, dropping down. Oh, but no, Ashes does get the kill at the end of the day. Because Maddox was like thinking of the flash grenades at the same time Ashes was thinking about the nitro cell, and then he dropped down. That was crazy timing, to be honest. Still, 4v4 situation. Ultimately, however, Ashes had the last laugh, and Anime Fan died in an unrelated separate firefight. Ultimately, MMG do have the control of the north inside of the building, right? Trophy room, statues, big bedroom, all that, master's bedroom, should I say, all that good stuff is now under attacker's control. Ashes hasn't back on site, right? He got healed by Tom. And now it looks like Dirty is going a bit too quick, or he's too fast. Of course, he didn't blow the entire thing open. That's a bulletproof kill. Could have just knifed it. Nonetheless, there you have it. No more intel for the attackers, or for the defenders, sorry. Ashes is currently droning. Is he going to run out? Maybe, maybe not. Gibby on the first floor might come in through Master's bedroom, but Veras is still roaming, and he has not yet been spotted, so he can be, you know, an ace up the sleeve for the defense. Should have been needed. Here, Dirty is probing the OBJ. Tom is responding in kind to make sure nobody just walks right in. Let's see exactly how successful that's gonna be. Oh, he takes some amount of damage, nothing too major. Can heal himself up. There you go. So he didn't lose any health, you know, in retrospect. But he's now out of stim shots, and that can be a problem. Still, let's take a look how the rest of the round is going to shape up, because there's only 37 seconds remaining on the clock. The attackers are knocking literally at the at the door. Phones are ringing. That's going to be Axis getting a nice kill. Big Sexy has to come in. He's also going to bite the dust. Wow, that's a flurry of kills. Veras, the ace up the sleeve, is going to have to make something happen, but no, he did not get anything done. That was a great run for MishMash, and I don't know, have Axios taking their opponents too lightly? Maybe, because I do expect them to perform better than this. Ultimately, it was just the first round. Both teams, you know, are still kind of trying to get a feel for their opponents, and failing that, of course, you are going to have to react or adapt to your opponent's playstyle. This is bound to take 3 rounds, so you can argue that MishMash's playstyle is a natural counter to Axios as well. Is it necessarily the case? Well, adaptability and, you know, updates into the playstyle, into the meta in the upcoming rounds are going to tell are going to go a long way at determining or at knowing how you know, adaptable and how static these teams are. But hey, there you have it. MishMash winning the first round by a landslide. It was no flawless round that has been mitigated thanks to Ashes, who got the only kill for his team, but still winning in a 4-2-0 fashion. If you wanted to count the amount of players up at the end of the round, is still a very, very heavy victory. Noodles with a few little emojis. What exactly? Oh, that's I see. I thought it was kind of a just a small drawing, which I didn't get, but then I see it's an actual picture. Iki saying, if I remember well, I only had 2 hours of English class per week. Only one teacher managed to reconcile me with English in my last 2 years of school. Sorry about my life. Back to the game. Back to the game. That's a good call. That's a good call. Axios, they lost. They are therefore going to defend the Aviation Games room again. But of course, their execution is going to be drastically different. Look at this. Ashes is actually playing a bit more utility-wise with the Vulcan shields. Of course, there's not going to be any kind of crazy spawn peak. Veras is also going to be likely to stay on side a bit more. But looking at it, no, Ashes is not an OBJ anime fan. Okay, you still do need a roamer, so I get it. But yeah, utility, Axios is bringing a lot more utility to the table. MMG's initial setup, or the way they go at it, is very similar, right? Coming through Master's bedroom, taking control of the northern wing of the building, and then moving forward to the objective through 90 hallway or directly into aviation if needed. That is typical. They did that last time. Therefore, it's likely to be expected. Big Sexy seems to be right there waiting for that. Oh no, he's well behind. Okay, my bad. I thought he was like in the small atrium. Looks like you still have Anime Fan, who is going to be, chilling on the first floor, and he can be dangerous, especially if he wants to stick an extra set to the ceiling. But he's already out of this kind of utility. That is unfortunate. Ashes is there with him, so they're roaming together, right? If you can get a refrag situation, that is extremely valuable and quite rare when we're talking about roamers. Should Dirty be droning? Anime Fan could probably get a kill off of him. I don't see this happening anytime soon, though, because, of course, Dirty is actively in a firefight, or he was at the very least. Gibby is going to be there. He is trying to get a kill on Big Sexy. Is it going to work? Couldn't tell you, to be honest. He's holding a pretty narrow angle, and, of course, Big Sexy does not have any kind of incentive to peek that, so I don't see it happening anytime soon, but still. Tom at the top of the main stairs, just like Ash is coming back up. It seems like it is in response to Maddox, because he is now ready to just, come in through study. But he still has to, pick his time, because he knows Tom is on the left-hand side. Oh, and that is going to be Shar, who bites the dust there. He's going to be down, seemingly by a grenade, or his demise kind of coincided with some explosion. That's going to be a double kill by Veros, who gets refragged by Maddox, and Maddox is now on OBJ. Had his diffuser, he could plant, but he does not. At last, he is going to find himself breathing a puff of toxic smoke, and that is not too healthy, let's say. So he's going to have to rotate out. And flashed as he is, that peak is not going to be too, interesting. Ash is going to fall down just at the moment, as just when Axis peeks him. But it looks like Maddox could have had a reasonable shot at taking him out. Now 15 seconds on the clock. Timer is coming down, and that is going to be typical. Now Maddox now down but not out. 1v3 situation. Axis is going to have to make something happen. His chance of getting something down, however, are real. He gets one, looking for 2 more. 1 second on the clock. That was not gonna happen. Still, he tried till the very last second. Didn't see them, giving up. One thing I really like is that MishMash, they are the kind of team that will not shy away from taking a tactical timeout, right? We've seen this in the league season, actually, not the tournaments. Oh, we lost a player. Is it going to be a rehost? So yeah, they do like to go for tactical timeout, right? So when they're in a 1v4 situation, the last guy is just going to chill in the roof, and usually see a lot of the players together talking. What went wrong? What should we update? What should we not do next time around? Instead of just rushing heads down and still trying to salvage the round, because instead of focusing on this round, they are ready to take the next one. So we didn't see them do it this time around, and the idea, or the reason why I say I liked not seeing the tactical timeout there is, simply put, if they were to stop trying to win the round, their chance of winning it go down to literally 0. Whereas if we were to still try to salvage things, even if it's going to work 1 in 50 times, eventually you're going to win the round. Whereas just tactical timeouting is a guaranteed round loss. And it looks like we're gonna have a reload, right?
10 seconds left.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, ouais, ils peuvent rehost tant soit temps que personne n'est mort. Et ou que 30 secondes n'ont pas été jouées à la ronde. 30 secondes et personne n'est mort. So, back in English, that is going to be a swift rehost for us. And they're saying GG's. Or GG's, should I say. Oncoming bomb part of MMG looks pretty strong, very organized. Yes, Iki, absolutely. MishMash, they are a fairly solid team, if I do say so myself. It's unfortunate because I don't think they made it into the Challenger League, and I do believe, given time, they have a reasonable shot at making it there. So, all in all, I will wish them best of luck. Our bans were Thatcher, IQ, IQ on the right side, Wamai, and Valkyrie. There you go. Yes, MMG against Axios. So sorry about for not casting. What's up, Peaks?
What is the round history?
The round history: aviation twice. Once won by the blue team. Once won by the orange team. Yeah, Iki. Aviation twice.
Oh, that was the real answer, right?
Yeah. Our name is Cheeseburger and Friends, not Axios.
Oh,
But you
Hey, Silver.
you did register on Spotify as Axios though. So yeah, I guess I can book them. Nonetheless.
Tu mettre cheeseburger et fried, F-R-I-E-D.
Tu le tapais dans le
Mais,
Oh my
mais
God,
les
they
deux
really-
mots, les deux mots, cheeseburger and fried, comme des mots en entier, pas juste CF.
They really do want to have cheeseburger and fried as their gamer tag. That's something. That's something. Yeah, so our wonderful observer is going to take care of that. But at the same time, should MishMash be joining in? Oh, yeah, they are. Absolutely amazing. You know what? Might as well keep an eye out on the other games to make sure everything is running smoothly there. So if we were to look at Rewolf against Phire Gaming, they're playing Clubhouse and it seems to be going fine. On here, LFO against Decay Esports, they are playing. Are they banned Cafe? I don't know which map is remains then. Rewolf are attacking first, and DK are hosting. Okay. It's too long.
Ah, c'est bien. T'as essayé, tu peux l'enlever si tu veux, ça t'arrange pas.
They gotta be trolling though. But I gotta say, Zug, it wouldn't cost us too much. Zug,
Juste mettre cheeseburger.
Tu viens d'où, toi?
I gotta say, it wouldn't cost us too much, but we still have to try
Yo,
to get, you know, big team names in
Montreal.
our league next season. Think of Honor and what was the other one
Where you guys
that was
from?
in CL? Except Axios. I don't know, but I mean we gotta try. We gotta try. All right.
Everybody ready?
So it looks like we're gonna be ready to jump back into things.
Bro, je veux un poutine, man.
What you said?
Even puts in.
Je veux un poutine.
You want to
Even puts in. Wow.
Oh my god.
All right. So the teams are ready.
Have fun.
The teams are ready. Let's jump back into it. Yeah?
Can I
We're
ask
ready.
us to start a match?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, I gotta show you guys this. Okay, we're jumping back into that screen right here. Okay, look at my mouse. The start match button is not there.
Alright, this lobby is broke.
Wow.
So I'm gonna re-host in a new lobby.
Yubi, please.
What?
L to leave. Wow.
Leave to the menu.
Non, gars, t'as le L en bas à droite.
Une chance de le lire.
Wow. Wow. I'm just gonna tell this to the players on Discord. Let's just tell this to Kenny as well. Okay. So, sorry about that. Yeah, this is going to be, you know, another tactical timeout for both teams, right? Because, yeah, so we had IQ, Thatcher. Yeah. So the thing is, this does put a break on the game, right? On the entire game. And both teams can then take a breather, can think about what's happening and how to move forward, get some hiccups for the rest of the game. This breaks the momentum. We could hardly talk about any kind of momentum right now because, you know, it was a one-to-one situation. Neither team really had the upper hand. So ultimately, what can I say? Simply put, I feel like MMG are really good with a slow and methodical pace, right? They won the first round, you know, once again 4-0 players wise, but they did so within the last few seconds. Their same playstyle has surfaced again for the next round. This time, however, they lost. So, yeah, now the start now is here. The start now button is this time present. Still very, very odd. Like he's saying cheeseburger and fry. Yeah, that's somewhat weird, if I may.
You'll be at their nicer.
Might as well ask them if they want to update their their team logo, because Axios is the Axios logo, and they're now cheeseburger and fried. Mais en plus, ils disaient fried au passé simple, hein? Ouais, mais, non, mais fried c'est frit. Tu sais, genre, foutu dans une garoché dans une friteuse. Je ne lancerais pas un cheeseburger dans une friteuse personnellement. He says, "Why not?" I mean, if you want to deep fry a cheeseburger, go for it. But goddamn, is it ever going to be oily? Okay. Do you have the rounds history?
Yep.
Okay, operator. Looking good. Looking good. All right. So, without further ado, let's jump back into it. It has been long enough of a rehost. We're due for some action. Yeah. So, MishMash, like I said, they are really good with this slow methodical push. 30 seconds meta, right? You know that. Or 20 seconds meta, actually. But now it looks like Axios, they figured that out in a blink of an eye. Happened once, now they knew what to expect, and the second time around, they were there to block it. So I think that MishMash will really have to update their playstyle to adapt their way of thinking to Axios's, because if not, the orange team is likely to have a fairly easy way out of this game. However, you know, Axios, or cheeseburger, should I say, they did play quite aggro the first time around. Remember Ash's run out, and also I believe it was Veros who was playing with Vigil, who was
Defenders, protect your bombs from
a bit too late to the table. He was running on the first one, it was too late. Well, the second time around they scaled that back, right? They were a bit more passive. They played a bit more heavy on the utility. But it looks like the pendulum is swinging the other way again. This time we're going to be seeing, for example, Ash is playing, Legion. Sure, he's a good utility operator, but he is also a very viable roamer. Veras is back on Motzi. Tom with Jaeger, of course. Jaeger, not the best roamer ever. His kit doesn't actively help him roam. But it's still a good kit. Leaving us with, Big Sexy and Anime Fan, who would presumably stay on OBJ. And, talk about the 20 seconds meta. If Smoke isn't an integral part of the 20 seconds meta, I don't know who is. So looking at the spawn here, the attackers are coming in, and it looks like MishMash, they really do like to funnel in through the other end of the building, flush out the roamers in the meantime, and then work the objective. They wouldn't push Massive Bedroom if the objective was right next to it, which right now it is, right? So it's just the opposite of what they were doing when Games Room was the way to go. So the shotgun here is going to be quite scary, but Maddox is not going to get caught off guard there. Oh, that is quite tricky, turning the opening against their opponents. That is likely to get a first kill. Dump but not out. He is going to get pushed here with a pistol. No, unfortunately. Big Sexy getting a kill on Maddox, but he loses a lot of health on his hard left. Gibby's there getting a first kill. Just a triple kill for Gibby. He could get the ace. Dirty suiciding on a grenade, unfortunately. So we now have a 2v5 situation. And yeah, Gibby is on a tear. Diffuser has somehow been lost. So for example, having right here, that is Tom. Oh, I thought it was Ash for some reason. The guns are somewhat similar at first glance. So you can't just push in without diffuser. Scholar had to grab Scholar. Wow, I can't read for the life of me. Scar had to grab it back. It's going to delay the push by some 10 seconds.
Attackers have located a bomb.
If he doesn't have a spectator mistake, this is the lobby who's strong. Yeah. It was really the lobby. The observer sitting next to me, I can confirm that the button was not there. Yeah, so grabbing the diffuser delayed the push by some 10 seconds. Nothing too major, but we know that MishMash like to play it down to the wire, so it really could have some magnified impact later on into the game. Nonetheless, for the time being, Tom is holding down to the corridor. cam is being held, so any attacker could not just walk up astronomy stairs. And Veras is still just, you know, staying on statues, on trophies, and he's taking an aid to the face, leaving us with Tom in a 1v3 situation. Is that going to be a wallbang? Because they're looking at each other. Oh, he peeks right into Scar's face, and that is going to be MishMash winning round number 3. To be completely frank with you, wow, okay, that's a nice kill. To be completely frank with you, I don't expect Ashes and his team, so Cheeseburger, to perform to their absolute best. Simply put, they are likely to want to save strats or to not tip their hand too much, because at the end of the day, this match is not too important compared to, for example, their Challenger League games, right? So they might not be they might be saving strats. They're probably not playing with their regular roster. Just look at, for example, Anime Fan, who does not have the AX ending in his gamer tag. I don't know if he is standard roster. I don't know their roster. I don't know them too much, as unfortunate as it is. There's only 24 hours in a day, right? But yeah, ultimately, they are not playing as hard as they could be, and I totally get why. I'm just saying, it comes to no surprise, right? Okay. I was just reading through my Discords. Because as the admin, if somebody was to poke me with any given problem, I have to be there. And it was a friend of mine, Warnox, who said, "Hey, we're playing Among Us. You want to come?" Unfortunately, I'll have to pass on that. But yeah.
5 seconds left. Attackers must locate and
Maybe we
defuse
could.
the
Maybe we
bomb.
could. It's 10 p.m. Oh. Maybe we could do that. We probably could. With all that being said and done, this is going to be another astronomy hold, or not astronomy, but statues and trophies hold. Gibby this time is going to be the first one to bleed a little bit. Nothing too major, right? He lost, let's say, a third of his health. Still up, still very much in position of, you know, everything. But still, MishMash's previous playstyle is not going to pan out again. Of course, Cheeseburger, they're really good at adaptability, which really is where they shine. They're not going to get caught with their pants down, so to say, twice. But MishMash are also good at, you know, mixing things up. Maddox getting a nice kill. Will get refragged immediately by a Big Sexy. But still, that is going to be intent being shown. We know exactly what the push is going to be coming from. Gaby with yet another kill. Who is left on OBJ to hold it? Ashes from underneath is going to get killed on the bearer of the diffuser. So that means not that there is a big opening on the floor. He could legit hold it with the gun. Nonetheless, 33 situations. Veras has a good hold on trophy room itself. He's not too active on statues. Anime Fan with another nitro cell. Nicely done. 2v3 situation now. Axios is holding the angle, so he is unlikely to, you know, push forward or to get the diffuser planted. That cam has to go. And Scar is also droning, so it's going to be a bit of a, you know, tactical timeout or small pause for both teams. There was Ash's drone, so they absolutely know where he is. Axios is not really a danger for Cheeseburger, as long as they don't peek him. Leaving us with Scar being the only true threat, or the only, I want to say, unknown quantity to some extent, because he can move anywhere he wants. Axios, he's dangling by the rope, and, you know, he can't go too far as long as he's repelling. And repelling in, up, you know, rappelling up and down, going in and out of the animation takes time and makes a lot of noise. Scar is going to have to plant. Seemingly, he's trying to get something done. That's going to be Ashes getting the kill on Axios, leaving us with Sledge in a 1v3 situation. And he dies, because of course he was going to fall. He was surrounded, and there was not too much he could do, to be honest, right? He tried, but the main issue I want to say is that this bomb site's statues is really open. There aren't too many good pieces of cover compared, for example, with the kitchen bomb site, where by the way, Cheeseburger might be going, but no, they choose to go which also makes sense, I suppose. But still, this game looks like this game is going to come down to the wire, to be honest, right? It is a 2-2 situation. The map is fairly well balanced. Defense is a tad easier, but ultimately both teams are getting points, so nobody is just beating the opponent to a pulp. And the point is, this match is likely to be
Defenders,
good,
protect your bombs from being
meaning
defused by
we're not
attackers.
going to be seeing a blowout match, and we don't know from the get-go who's going to win. Therefore, the suspense, the excitation, the suspense, the energy is still there. If I can put it that way. Operator selection is always evolving. Once again, this is going to be a roam heavy and a very light meta. You know, Ashes on Mossy with a Vigil that screams roaming, Veras with Pulse as well. Anime Fan and Tom are therefore going to be the only ones staying on OBJ. Of course, either
10
one of
seconds
those
left.
supposed or suspected roamers may decide to not go out,
5 seconds
but
left.
still, that's the way I see things right now.
Attackers must
For example,
locate and
Veras is
defuse
already
the bomb.
roaming, but you know, for example, Ashes is not going to be trying another simple run out. I like to see how MishMash they have a few different strategies in their strat board, right? They're doing different things every single time, and you don't know from the get-go what's going to happen, how this is going to play out. So it looks like we're going to be probing reading room. That's likely Veras could have rotated back to dining room. Scar would have been there to, you know, greet him properly, but no, Veras is not going to be hanging out in the basement area. Big Sexy getting the first kill on Maddox. Scar has to turn around. Gibby is going to get a kill on Big Sexy. And here I see a potential firefight between Ashes and Scar. Neither know that their opponents are there. Ashes has to, you know, stay alert because of course he is roaming. Has not been spotted out by the drones, and I do see Veras coming back up the stairs. He could be dangerous, but for the time being, it is just going to be passive holding the angle. Veras gets one. Ashes is going to peek. He is looking for another one. Sledge right there. Nice flick shot. That's now going to be a 2v4 situation. Wow! Axis in a 1v4 situation has to get the clutch down. Let's see if it's gonna work. Oh, he was aiming at head level but didn't get a chance to pull the trigger. Cheeseburger winning round number 5. Look at that. Look at that. Aiming at head level. That makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it? It's also something I'm personally struggling with. I've been working on, you know, my mechanical skills lately, but I am still miles behind these players, that's for damn sure. Yeah, look at this. So Ashes had not been spotted out the first time, right? When the drone came back, of course, he did get identified. So then he just had to make something happen because his position was stealthy, but it was not a good hold, right? And that's exactly what happened thereafter. Unfortunately for MishMash, things crumbled into pieces pretty quickly. And yeah, that was a roaming game. That was a roaming round. And
Defenders, protect your bombs
Axios,
from
or
being
should
defused
I
by
say
attackers.
Cheeseburger, they did show that to us. Alright. So round number 6, last round before the real swap. What is going to be? MishMash now have a statistical chance of winning the round. Simply put, you know, Cheeseburger, they won 2 rounds in a row now. So they won on statues, they won on aviation, and you pick the best bomb site first, and then you go down the list. That's just the way things are. Therefore, you know, Kitchen still a very good bomb site. Don't get me wrong, but it's still statistically weaker than the other bomb sites. Therefore, MishMash, as the attackers, have a better chance at winning. However, if I was to just, you know, show the flip side, or, you know, play the devil's advocate to my own arguments, MMG have pushed on, you know, aviation, say, 3 times now. Yeah, exactly. They have pushed aviation 3 times. They were successful 1 out of those 3 attempts. But the point is, if it doesn't work, then you're gonna be able to, you know, use prior knowledge to upgrade or to improve upon your next attack. That's the last round before the role swap. Therefore, no matter if it works or fails, MishMash won't get the opportunity to learn from their experiences here. Is it going to matter? Well, I mean, same also applies to Cheeseburger. Maddox here gets a first kill. They know not to expect roamers, and that is going to show dirty. Also getting a nice frag, leaving us with, you know, 2 defenders on OBJ, and only the one that is slightly roaming. You know, Tom isn't too far out. Ashes is falling down. Things are crumbling into pieces. That is leaving us with Tom, last player alive. Diffuser being planted. He's gonna have to deny that. Has a nitro cell. Doesn't seem to be aware, because the nitro cell would have been thrown the other way around. That, of course, did not detonate. Now in a 1v5 situation, Diffuser wasn't planted. The time pressure has turned around, and no, No, that was not going to work out at all. And if I may, we didn't get any replays here, did we? Because, yeah, the only kill we witnessed was the final kill count. That is insane. So there you have it. MishMash bring this back up to a 3-3 scoreline for the rule swap. Therefore, the scores are going to stubbornly stay tied, and neither team really has the upper hand. How is that going to play out? Like I say, I couldn't tell you, and that is why I love these kinds of games. With the role swap, the interesting thing is that you're gonna have different operators played by the new team, right? And that does breathe a puff of fresh air into the game. If I was to explain myself now, Cheeseburger are attacking, and they are gonna bring a playstyle to the table, which we have not seen when MishMash had the offensive side. An easy example would be looking at Veros's Finca, right? The defenders will be playing a bit more passive. Axios here is on Maestro, though any operator that we see on the blue team here, Cheeseburger, have picked them once on attack at least. Actually, yeah, it really is just Finca that's going to be the addition. The playstyles themselves can also be somewhat different, because of course there are different ways to, for example, play Vigil, play Motzi, or play Sledge. If I was to read the chat here, I don't know if it's because MMG changed the way they're attacking the bomb site, but Cheese B makes a good oh yeah, they really are really good at adapting, that is for damn sure. The second time MishMash make a quick or strong attack, Cheeseburger deploy 2 players to defend the bottom and C4 coming. Yeah, absolutely, because this is where Cheeseburger really do shine, right? MishMash, they are leading the way in the sense that as the attacker, up until now, right? As the attackers, if they tried something new, it was up to Cheeseburger to react to that new playstyle. But as soon as, said new playstyle has been adapted to, MishMash bring a new one to the table. So the question is, which team adapts quicker? By definition or by nature, you would expect the attackers to have the upper hand in that department, but Cheeseburger, they have been extremely close behind, so that really did help. Let's see what it's gonna how that is gonna happen, or what that's gonna look like on defense, because MishMash, they seem to be the methodical team. But here, they are not the ones that have to drill on everything to flush out the rumors. You cannot be methodical in reinforcing every wall, right? That's reinforcing walls is just a given. Droning, once again, once the cameras have been destroyed, well, there's not too much you can do about that. MMG were a slow team, right? Once again, bring this back to the 20 seconds meta. Looks like we're in. That's going to be a double for Anime Fan. There you go. Looking for a third. That's going to be Scar holding the angle. He is going to reload first and foremost. But right there, that almost cost him dearly. Scar now, last player alive, has to make something happen. Might want to revive his teammate, but that would be dangerous. And there you have it. Veras and Big Sexy are getting a kill in rapid succession. Actually, Veras got one and Big Sexy then finished off his due to the fact that Smoke was the last one alive. But the idea basically is that, yeah, MMG, they were not ready for this kind of aggression, and it really does show. They are used to have a slow playstyle, like I said, so they were ill-prepared to respond to a full-on rush, and that showed. It was so obvious, is what I'm trying to say. La guitare saying, yo, hey, salut la guitare, how you doing? Yep, cool, moi aussi, ça va qui? Oui, tranquille, je suis fatigué, tout ça va. And Zach saying, jamais. Yeah, it's now 2 a.m. in France. I guess 2 a.m. for Saturday night, or should I say Sunday morning at this point, is still reasonable. But if you stay awake for any sizable amount of time longer, it's gonna become intense, if I can put it that way.
Bomb located by attacker.
I myself, if I was just to delve into personal anecdotes, I'm not one that reacts good to a lack of sleep. So, Tom saying, can we appreciate the way our names are lining up? Tom, what are you saying?
seconds left.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I get what they mean.
Attackers objective
Ashes,
is to
Anima,
defuse the
Tom.
bomb.
I don't know. I don't know what they mean. But yes, on a personal level, I don't react well to a lack of sleep, so I am not one to stay up to 2 a.m. too often, to be honest. Still, this is going to be another, aviation defense for MishMash. This time, they're likely going to be ready for a rush. For example, here, 30 is going to be roaming on the first floor with goo mines, so if you were to rush in and to just run up the main stairs, he's going to be there waiting for you. Maddox also, just running out, trying a few different things. Looks like it caught the attention of the attackers, and that's the point after all, right? Because you want Cheeseburger to turn around, look at the roamers, and not rush heads down into OBJ. Is it gonna work? Remains to be seen. Oh no, was that a team kill? That was a team kill, Veros. Why'd you do that? Looks like it was a legit accident. Accidents happen, but let's not make them happen too often because that just gives an intrinsic advantage. Oh, he was playing Ace. That's why. He was playing with Ace. That's unfortunate. Should have realized it previously. Should have realized it before because yeah, that just cost a team kill. Now with a 2v4 situation on the clock, not even half of the round has been played right here. Tom Maddox are in a mid firefight. Neither team's really getting the upper hand. Neither team's getting the kill. But the greater point is MishMash do have a really strong advantage. A few pre-fires here. Veros has to turn around. That does work. Nicely done. And Anime Fan is linked up with his teammate because if you were to work in a individual isolated fashion, your chances of pulling off the clutch just go down dramatically. So that is unfortunate. And yeah. Dirty and Axios, the last two defenders alive. Of course, as far as late game operators go, these are the best. Simply put, Legion does keep on generating the blue mines, and Axios, now dead Axios, has access to the VI cameras. Now the VI cameras are nothing else than cameras, and Anime Fan knows exactly where to aim. He is very well aware of Dirty's positioning, and he knows how to react. But with 40 seconds on the clock, he is now planting. What is Dirty going to do? How is he going to try to deny that? Trying to bring the wallbang game. He is too late, and he runs heads down. But that works. Dirty is going to win yet another round for MishMash Gaming. That's going to be a 4-4 scoreline. Neither team really, truly capable of getting the upper hand. Neither team capable of distanciating themselves from their opponents. And like I said, keeping toe-to-toe, that's always an amazing game. So round number 9 it is going to be. This game has already lasted way longer than the previous one. And that's a good thing, to be honest. That's a good thing. Hey, by the way, Iki, if you're still awake at this time of the day, and if you want to cast tomorrow, we're going to be resuming the playoffs. There's 6 rounds, and we're only playing 3 tonight. So there is going to be a rehost beneath the replays. Was it Veros who lost connection mid-game previously, last round? So Veros, for some reason, had to go. And we are going to try to get him back. But until that happens, there is going to be yet another rehost. Yeah, our Rainbows. And you know what the worst thing? Oh wait, really? Okay, I gotta show you guys this. Let's once again use that UI. Try to create the game, create online. He's clicking, and now it works. Okay, now it works. Disaster averted. Create a spectator. Yeah, create a spectator, please. Because we would not want to create the round as a player and then like he knows him by heart at this point. He knows him like that. Yeah, Villa. It's the third. Yeah. No, that's an overtime. That's an overtime. So of course MMG and Cheese B, absolutely. Which is yeah, Aviator orange, then statues blue, statues orange. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. That's why it doesn't work. Round number 4, we went statues again. Orange won.
Yeah, but you were supposed to have a 5 round because c'est la 6e round vous commencez là, non?
C'est la... Non, là, c'est la 9e. C'est un 4-4. Fait qu'on a joué 8...
1, 2... Ah, c'est ça, là, je vous donne les autres rounds.
Yeah. Okay, so round number 5, round numéro 5, aviation.
Aviation,
Aviator orange.
aviation... Ok, attends, première round c'était?
Premier round, aviation bleue.
Ok, c'est aviation 2 fois, correct.
Ouais, aviation 2 fois. Après ça, stats 2 fois. Faut que là, tu fasses 1, 2, 3, 4. Round numéro 5, aviation orange. Yes. Round number 6, kitchen blue.
Blue in kitchen.
Well, it doesn't really matter because of the rehost, but yeah, because of the roll swap. Yeah. Then aviation twice. Once orange, once blue. Aviation orange, then aviation blue.
Alright.
Let me just connect with getting notifications on the phone. I guess that's just like Discord thingies. Yeah. Yeah, that round was something, wasn't it? Let me just God damn it. God damn it, Twitch. Don't play games with me. I don't like it when you play games with me. Okay, yeah. What? Oh, don't. Don't invite the wrong team. That would be awkward.
Invite Kenny. Dirty.
Kenny and Dirty. So all around, I hope you like what you're seeing so far. This match is really going to be a close one. And I feel like I'm just reiterating myself, and I feel like I sound like a broken record, but it's the same thing over and over again. MishMash, I would classify them as being the slow, methodical, and well thought out team, whereas Cheeseburger, they're aggressive, they run heads down into the action, and they are reactive, more instinctive, like a raw beast. Sometimes, you know, both teams are gonna, sometimes either MishMash is gonna win, or sometimes it's gonna be Cheeseburger, neither really having the upper hand. So I feel like it really does come down to execution. MishMash's strategy, or, you know, for example, now that they're in defense, their setup, their planning, their strats, basically, they can work, but they're only as good as the firefights that are going to ensue. If you lose your firefight, the angle may be very well held. If you lose it, you still lost it, right? They have to be ready for Cheesebee's early rushes, because they are inevitably going to happen, but there's not much more nuance to it than that, to be honest. And without further ado, let's jump right back into the action. So let's see what we're gonna get. That's what we're gonna get. Round number 9, it is now gonna be, of course, up to MG to defend. They have just won in aviation, so they're gonna have to go elsewhere, which is, of course, gonna be statues and trophy. Because why the hell would they go on the first floor? What's more? Furthermore, the composition is going to be ever evolving. Scar is now going to be playing Warden. Other than that, Pulse, Goyo, Smoke, Jaeger, typical operators really. Vera's still playing Finka, so to me, seeing a Finka, that speaks of a rush, right? Finka just does speed you up and help you to do everything a bit faster. But then I saw Ash's like 6-pick for a Blackbeard, and I was thinking to myself, okay, well, Blackbeard is hardly a rushing operator, right? He holds angles. Looks like he went back on his decision and is now picking somebody else, namely a Sledge. So, trophy room defense. MishMash are now going to be just staying put on OBJ, you know, or they're not going to be going for turtle strats, if I could just rephrase that. The best example of that is going to be Axios, right? Axios has already gone into aviation and games room to reinforce there a little bit. The nice thing now is that you can only send, or you can send just one player, and that one player can reinforce everything. Other than that, of course, the reinforcements are going to be the same as ever. Maddox is now coming to help. But the interesting tidbits is that Axis went there at the very beginning, right? He still has 2 Vulcan shields in his back pocket. So, and the first one has presumably been put down around the south side of the wing. So the idea is he is likely to put down the Vulcan shields to slow down the attackers as a roamer rather than to, for example, deny a plant later on. Whereas, of course, with the LMG is going to have, or he's going to try with the heavy pre-fires to deny any kind of peaks, any kind of spawn kills, that kind of stuff. So far, nothing of the sort has happened. So I guess that's a good piece of good news. Maddox here falling down to anime fans' fire. Still up, so he could still be revived. Oh, was that through the drone hole? Oh, are you really going to do that? I don't think the shock drone gets the kills anymore, does it now? He is just getting intel. Yeah, because when you're down, you actually have like 20 HP. So a player truly has 120 hit points, and when you lose 100, you go down, and when you lose 20 more, then you die for good. The thing is, simply put, the drone now only deals 1 damage per taser, so you really would need a long time to get somebody down. Big Sexy once again losing connection. That is really unfortunate, if I do say so myself, thus leaving us with a 3v4 situation. The attack is still looking fairly good, right? They still do have the upper hand. Diffuser has been lost, but that's not going to be any major setback for them. And of course, we're still probing the objective. It's just a matter of time before some deaths happen. And by the way, looking at it, there you go, Scar's now downed. It looks like MishMash have a harder time to get their kills. Axios seemingly was beneath, getting a nice frag with the nitrous. Oh, no, he was not beneath. Okay, but now holding the angle there. Oh, that could be a double kill, but he's out of bullets. No! What poor timing for Gibby, leaving us now with Axios, last player alive in a 1v3 situation. He is on bomb site, so he can, of course, deny that. Diffuser has been recovered, and he is going to have to try to do something. However, he no longer has the nitro cell, so he cannot just lob it over there. Iki saying I'm still here. I was AFK for 5 minutes. I said that, I mean, if you are interested in casting the NA side of things, these are the playoffs. This is the end of the season, and we're gonna have a few more games tomorrow if you're interested. And the interesting thing is, we are probably going to be 2 English casters, so you could even maybe have the official French or the official French stream on your channel. I really do like to have people in my stream on their own channels.
So what you doing? No response from Big 60.
I don't know. So teams are allowed 1 rehost per game, and Cheeseburger already used their 1 rehost, so he's gonna have to join back in. So that's unfortunate, but they can no longer ask for a rehost. Yeah, I'm sorry. Those are the rules, because it would be yeah, because the thing is, I've seen this, I believe it was MishMash, when they started allowing for rehosts. Then at the beginning, like, teams would just abuse and take advantage of that. So they had like 5 rehosts in a 9 rounds game. That was just unsufferable. So then you have to have a cap on the amount of rehosts. And if anime says that they believe his internet died, rehosting wouldn't get anything done because his internet would be down, right? So yeah, unfortunate is all I gotta say here. So, number 10, we of course lost some trophies, so MishMash will attempt another defense here.
5 seconds to insertion.
And let's see exactly how that's going to pan out. Of course, Cheeseburger will have the inherent disadvantage of being in a 4v5 situation. Other than that, it looks like MishMash are a bit more ready this time, right? It might just feel like it, but Scar on Motzi, he can counter, or he can play on intel denial and then turn the drone against its former handlers. Dirty, on the other hand, of course, the blue mines can also deny a heads down rush. And of course, by having the wall reinforced there, that they're ready. That MishMash are holding the angle. Dirty, no, I was gonna say Dirty could be a really interesting source of resistance for the Romans, but no, he falls down as soon as I utter his name. So you had another roamer up there. I believe it was Axios. Axios would be an interesting cookie because, of course, right there. No, it was Gibby. Okay. Gibby actually would be a better option, and is a better option because he is a really big fragger. As you can see right here, that's going to be a double kill for him. Not only is he a good fragger, but Axios' kit, the guns that he has access to, aren't the best for roaming, in my opinion.
Reloading, cover me.
We needed 7 Twitch rounds in a row to kill a DAL player. Oh wow, yeah, it is gonna take a long time to kill somebody with Twitch then. So 2v4 situation. Gibby, you know, the double kill player, the fragging beast himself, still is up. He lost a bit of health. Nothing like too dramatic. He's down to a third, but you know, he's so dangerous that it hardly matters, seemingly. Veros here is peeking, but he makes too much noise. Maddox is thus gonna get the kill. Adam Avestra on the far left, right there. He was not ready for that. You only need a drone, right, to get the intel on, for example, your Axios' positioning. But seemingly Twitch was just unaware. By the way, nice EU Pro League skin on Twitch there. I gotta say though, that skin, you know, is quite wide and it does stand out. So I have to question the tactical value of bringing this kind of operator to the table. If it works, it works. But yeah, I'm still somewhat confused. Okay, so yeah, those are the replays that we're showing right now. It was a shortened round after all, right? Having a 45 does not help the orange team. Having a double kill in rapid succession by Gibby does not help the orange team. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So we are going to see this 5-5 scoreline, and MishMash might be wise to use this opportunity to win 2 rounds in a row and to put a Swift into the game. Because if the last player was able to join back in, you know, eventually, then Cheeseburger's chances of winning would go up dramatically. And I gotta say, it would be somewhat unfortunate to see MishMash win due to, you know, a technical difficulty on the part of a player. But if his internet went down, there isn't much that we can do about it on our end. So yeah, we're just gonna grit our teeth and accept it. But it's unfortunate because that goes against everything that a competition is supposed to stand for, right? Who is the best team? Well, here that question is seemingly not answered, because the question then becomes who has the most reliable internet connection. By having Cheeseburger lose a player, it just answers that question for them, which is not the question we're trying to answer by hosting this competition. Still, you get the idea. Rent over. MMG are not roaming enough, seemingly, because I don't see too many silhouettes that could provide a decent amount of resistance to deny, you know, Cheeseburger any kind of reasonable foothold on the building itself. So Ashes here is running in. Flash grenade to the right. Is it just me, or was the hologram shimmering? Because I didn't believe you. I don't think you were supposed to know who, which one the hologram is and which one the real one is. It looks like Dirty was actually expecting somebody to be right in front of him. That, of course, wasn't the case. So he might be jittery here. But I was going to say, if he gets a Nitro kill on Ashes while Ashes is using the Gemini Replicator, that would be an extremely easy frag. That would be a very, very vulnerable opponent to take advantage from. Or to take advantage of, rather. Anime Fan, though, is now going to be dead, leaving us with a 3v5 situation. Verastam and Ashes are interesting choices. I mean, Anime Fan was playing hard support, so if he was to be the last one alive, his kit would not really have given itself to you know, pull off a clutch. Still, losing your flank watch is going to be a heavy blow. Veras getting a nice kill on Dirty that would open up the red stairs, which is going to be the next angle that's going to be probed by Cheeseburger. 2v4 situation it is going to be with 1 minute on the clock. They could still probe it, you know, in time and do at it with a methodical fashion. But knowing that they're at a numerical disadvantage, rushing in and taking their opponents by surprise might be the better idea. Still, Veros is going to attempt something. Unfortunately for him, MishMash Gibby in particular was ready for this. So there you have it. Shotgun is, yeah, shotgun hurts. Shotgun hurts is all I gotta say. And to me, it feels like this analogy is extremely adequate to the current situation. So we truly do see MishMash, you know, in a match point situation, they could actually win this. And if they do, they'd win by having won 3 rounds in a row, which is something, unfortunately, big Cheeseburger never did win 3 rounds in a row. So should MishMash put an end to the game, you know, in the upcoming 5 to 7 minutes, it would basically mean that not only did they actually win the match, but they will also get, you know, the bragging rights to say that they won 3 rounds in a row. That's a sizable momentum. It's not something you see every day, especially not in a very, very close match. So, with that being said, back into the replays. Back into the round itself. Izzy saying MMG baby. Yes, yes. MishMash are being really potent here, to be honest. Like, I hadn't seen them since the last, since the grand, not the grand final, since the lower final. And their performances are impressive. It really feels like in the, has it been like 2 weeks or something? In the last 2 weeks, their performances seem to have shot up. And I like to see that. I really do. Cheeseburger, once again, down to a 4v5 situation. And I will just reiterate, should you have tuned in the last few minutes, they had lost a player, rehosted, they lost him again, and it seems like his internet went down because he's not answering to his teammates. So Cheeseburger, they know they have to go for a rush, and the diffuser is already being planted. Ash is getting a first kill. They really, really do want that round. Tom now is holding a really nice angle. Maddox was not ready for that at all. Ash is here, not hidden whatsoever, looking for a kill there. He gets it. Now a 2v3 situation. Axios losing a lot of health. He is down 2 by Ashes himself, by the way. So that's going to be a triple kill. Scar getting 1, getting 2. Now down to a 1v1 situation. 27 seconds on the clock, but no. Ashes is going to get on killing. Basically, that's a triple for him right there. And it is going to be an official overtime situation. Yeah, Iki is absolutely right. Iana is now more or less playing the role of Montaigne in the sense that Montaigne used to be the human drone, and now Iana's Gemini Replicator does that. The difference is whenever Iana sees somebody, you know, she gets shot at. So the Gemini Replicator disappears into thin air. And when it disappears, you no longer are aware of your opponent's movements, right? So when I'm Montaigne sees somebody and that somebody strafes, runs away, tries to rush, does anything, he is going to keep on feeding insult to his team. It is a different approach, and of course you have to be careful to not shoot Montaigne into the in the back of the head. So different play styles, different way of playing this, but yeah. The point I was saying, this game has become boring now since it's a 45. Wait until you see the next round. And I say this knowing that with the 3 minutes delay, you saw the round by the time you hear this. But what a round! What a round! That is exactly what I mean. MishMash, they are the tactical, methodical team. Cheeseburger, they are the reactive, instinctive, primal in a sense team. They just had to rush, right? MishMash, 20 seconds meta. They have to take every single variable into consideration before they commit to anything. Axios or Cheeseburger here, they just sense an opening and they use it. That's the core difference. Sometimes it works, but not every time. Talking about both MishMash and Cheeseburger, because of course it's a 6-6 scoreline. And you know, it was tight. Cheeseburger had a very, very small lead by the time they lost a player. So, yeah, ultimately, I like to see it. Unfortunately, both teams, actually no, only Cheeseburger use their pre-host. MishMash still have one, but they don't seem to need one. So Ashley's here trying to go for a rush again. That is poor timing on his part. Unfortunately, he gets a bullet to the face from the get-go, leaving us with a 3v5 situation. And Ashley's tends to be a really heavy fragger. In the last round, he got 3 kills. That is going to be one down. Oh, that's a flurry of kills, actually. Now, a 2v3, considering that Dirty is down. 2v3 situation. Anime fan, though, is low on health, so he can't do too much without, you know, risking his life. Leaving us with Veras, who would probably be, you know, the true danger. Though Veras gets one, that was just Dirty who was not a true threat. And he's losing, you know, a bit of health here and there. He probably has a Guman in the foot. Just took it out, looking at his silhouette's, I'm gonna say, shape. And as we say this, I hear another Guman going off. How unfortunate. So his health is being chipped at, you know, slowly but surely, and that's the problem. Accumulation, or the war of attrition, is not one they can win right now. And of course, they have lost every kind of momentum they could have had at the beginning. They tried to rush in, Axios tried to rush in, that didn't work out too great, and they've been stuck here for some time. And right there, is there going to be a double for Axios? Gets one, looking for the second one, has to reload. That gives an opening to Gibby to come in for the flank, and Gibby gets it. They traded, but MishMash still, of course, wins the round. MMG thus are going to be yet again in a match point situation. And yeah, of course, there was no kill. That was just an odd kill cam, because when you're dead, you cannot get the kill cam, which is unfortunate because you never get to see the trades. Yeah, but the thing is, we only ever saw Cheeseburger rush. You know, since the 4v5 situation started, it was only they were only an attack. The point being, or the actual goal, what I mean by that is, what is it going to look like, or how are they going to do things not as a defender? Because you can't rush as a defenders. You can't maybe try to go home peaks. That might be maybe possible. Actually, they did try at the very first round at the beginning of the game. It wasn't a 4v5 situation back then, but you get the point. The overarching problem, though, is that you're hardly ever going to get a 5k by spawn peaks alone. If you do, by the way, MishMash really don't deserve to be in an overtime situation right now. I don't expect this to happen at all, though. So the problem is, the aggressivity that Cheeseburger has does not lend itself to or the playstyle does not lend itself to 45 defense situation. And looking at the composition, I don't expect them to roam or to be too aggressive about, you know, anything. They, you know, for example, don't have a Vigil, Motzi, Pulse. Those operators were staples of their compositions before. And now, you know, Smoke is good in the last few seconds of the round. Once again, showing how Cheeseburger are adapting to MishMash's playstyle. 20 seconds meta, I know. I'm repeating myself. Ashes, of course, with Cade can probably, you know, slow down hard breaching, but that doesn't matter. Only hard breacher is dirty, and he cares very little about electricity. Other than that, you know, Jaegers, ADS devices, yes, anime fan, we talked about him. Varus, he can heal himself up, so if he loses a bit of health, he can just keep on going. Scar here lost a lot of health, actually, and that is going to be smoke hamsters already popping very early into the round, might I say. And of course, Scar was going to fall back, so nothing too major here. Maddox already did bite the dust, though. So look at the health pool. Up until Tom started to get shot at, I was going to say that Cheeseburger actually have the upper hand, and now they do, since 30 is down. We're looking to get a kill on Scar, but that seems difficult. I finally falls to Ash's Fire. And yeah, seeming as 30 is down, he just got revived. 3v4 situation, 2v4 situation, 2v3 situation, 2v2. Okay, this is a back and forth. Dirty, last player alive. Still in study, position pretty predictable, movements pretty predictable. Varus thus gets the kill. Le Panda who say I agree. 12 seconds. I didn't see that. That was 12 seconds last round. Wow. When you get the diffuser down in 12 seconds, that's something. I don't think I've ever done that. Yeah?
Unlimited overtime is for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, unlimited OT is only tomorrow in the grand final. So for right now, it's overtime match point. So whoever wins this round is going to take the cake. And may I say, whoever takes this round is absolutely going to deserve that. We just went to Aviations, winning with the orange team. I don't expect a rehost to happen at this point, but hey, you still have to keep the records. By the way, Izzy is continuing the gift sub they got from Frank. So, Izzy, did you just give a sub back? I don't know how that works, actually. I might sound like a Twitch newbie, but what does it mean when... Because, like, Izzy had gotten a sub from Frank, and what does it mean if she continues gift sub? Do you know? Oh, okay. So she just... Okay. Gotcha. I see. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who don't know, once again, for those of you who just tuned in, or who haven't seen... Oh, Big Sexy is back. Oh, he's back, but he's not going to get to play. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate timing. Wow. better late than never, right? But yeah. Okay, if there was any moment to hype up the casting, it is going to be now. We are gonna see of course, a MishMash defense with statues and trophies. And the thing is, rushing seems to work, but not too often. Wow, okay, so Tom already downed. Anime Fan gets a kill on Maddox. Maddox, I think he put Barros down. So that's going to be a 3v4 situation. Barros is going to get revived, so back up to 3-4. Though, of course, Lion is going to be very low on health. Thing is, rushing does not rushing the top floor isn't that easy because you have to walk up the stairs or rappel, and that makes noise. Or either rappelling is going to make a lot of noise, or you're going to spend more time in the building itself because because you have to run up the stairs, and that is going to increase your exposure to potential roamers. So Cheesebee's strategy might still work. I mean, they haven't lost an round yet, but their initial insertion or their first movements unfortunately failed a bit. All in all, it's still a 3v4, and instead of rushing heads down, they are going to go slow and methodical. The new ping system, it can be useful when, for example, you want to destroy the shields like that. However, right here, it looks like Ashes missed, and if he wants to use his other impact grenade, he can, but he is working with very limited resources here, and that was the other impact nade, which is not going to get any results. If he was to hold the angles through the floor, he still could, but I don't see why he would at this point. Because, of course, holding an angle is only as good as the opponent that's going to peek you. And I don't see anybody peeking from the floor. Interestingly enough, though, he still has the bridging charge in the castle barricade. So that could be a good distraction, for Gibby, who, of course, is in the closet right there. So, Ashes, for example, could breach the wall, or could breach the window, sorry, and then Anime Fan could rush in at the very same time. I don't see how those flash bangs are going to blow, because, of course, there's going to be Jaeger ADSs all over the place. We are talking about the closet, right? Anime Fan getting a nice kill on Dirty, nicely done still. The real danger is, of course, going to be Gibby. Those are, of course, again going to be eaten up by the ADS devices. Smoke canisters popping, 37 seconds on the clock, holding the angle. Once again, he's not going to peek you, so somebody will have to commit to a push. And looking at Scar and Gibby's cross angles that are being set up here, I don't see how a push could work. But seemingly, I was wrong. Ash is getting one Scar falling down as well. That leaves us with Axios in a 1v2 situation. Has control VJ, gets the diffuser down. Now in the 1v1 situation, Ashes is low on health, but one bullet to the head can be the end of anything. And it looks like Ashes has no idea where Axios is, because he is just making general guesses here. You can see it at his movements, where he's holding angles, gets the diffuser up, pre-fires, but no, that was a flick shot! Axios, and therefore MishMash Gaming will be the victors here. They are going to go into the upper bracket finals, and if that was not a hard-fought victory, I don't know what is. Congratulations for that. That was an amazing game, and I cannot wait to see another one like this. I gotta say, I cannot wait, because I really dig MMG's playstyle. It's methodical. It's seemingly, oh god, no, did we? Bro, we had the replays on the entire time. No. Wait, do you have the? No, did you have
Yeah, the entire round in
No, did you have the replays thing?
Yeah, what I told you like 3 minutes ago. Where's videos?
Put it on the NAS. Yeah, just play it through. Okay, on OBS, but your OBS is set to the game capture, I believe. Oh, just hide that one, and you're good to go. You're good to go. How can I? Let's just jump forward to the last round. You got it. Okay. How can I have been so? Yeah. It's too late for your message. I'm not gonna type that out. It's too late. Yeah, it's too late for a message to have an impact. But I'm gonna cast over it again. Yeah, that is NVIDIA Shadowplay coming in clutch for us. I have no sound though. Does he have any sound? Are you? Your OBS settings? No, you're not on system sounds. I don't know. Is it coming through your headset? Okay, guys, we'll get it working. Give us a second. Like, if you hear it through your headset, we're supposed to hear it. Okay, so then it's just your playback device. It's just your playback device then. Or you're recording on the... No worry, no matter. We're going to play it without sound. It's better than nothing.
So, let's start with here.
Start with here. Okay, so start playing this. It's Atlas. Don't worry. Yeah, we're still watching the replays. If you're in the... Yeah, Aquatic. I saw that. Don't worry. We're gonna get it. Okay. So I will cast over the round once again. There's no audio. Apologies for that. The 3 minutes delay should be over soon, and you should get it working, or you should hear it. Zug saying it's coming. Yeah, it is coming. Okay, so that was round number 15, right? So that's the last. MG Crab saying we won. Yeah. Okay. So this is like the initial setup. Reinforcements. Of course, Gibby is going to be in the closet. He is going to be a tough cookie to crack. Of course, you know, because you heard the original casting. Those are the reinforcements. Maddox, never saw what he did, but he gets a kill. Got also Veros downed, gets refragged immediately thereafter. So it's, you know, a 2v4 situation. Without any surprises, Veros will get revived. So it's just a matter of time. There you go. Back up to 3v4 situation. So, you know, not as intimidating than, you know, a 4v4 or a 2v4 rather. But then, you know, the problem is the rushing part. Yeah, I was at that moment I was saying, yeah, you can't rush upstairs because you either have to run up the stairs, which is going to increase your exposure to roamers, or you have to rappel up, and that also does make noise, right? No, Maru is there, and Maru is a solo player. She is a deeply, I wouldn't say egoistical player in the sense that she doesn't really help out the team. She only helps out herself. So then, Ashes is probing the first floor, trying to get in. Of course, he is going to get in. That's the ping on the Vulcan shield I was talking about. And that Vulcan shield, he was trying to destroy it through the impact nades. Didn't get it. I like the ping system. That's what I was saying at that moment, if you remember what I was saying. And yeah, he didn't get it. Could have used another impact nade, but he's working with very, very limited resources. There you have Veros trying, you know, to get intel. Coming up, nothing is working. Not much is working there. That's another ping, another impact nade. Nothing connects there either. He could hold the angles, but I don't expect any attackers or any defenders rather to peek him through the floor. So holding the angle would have been a moot point, right? So then with 1 minute 12, 1 minute 10 remaining on the clock, Cheeseburger have to work on the Gibby problem because smoke in the closet is very dangerous. Peeking on the left, firing a bit, nothing connects here. So of course 30 is still going to be up. So as you can see, Ashes is by the window. You have Anime Fan by the other window, and then Veros on the red stairs. Veros could be interesting. That's a nice kill by Dirty, on Dirty rather, by Anime Fan. The window here breaches. Of course, that gets eaten up by ADS devices. There's no way to concuss, to flash him, or to do anything feasible, right, to Gibby. So then you're going to have to commit to something. Ashes is going to have to jump through that window because he can hold the angle. The Gibby's never going to peek him. But then if he jumps through the window, Scar is going to be a great danger. No, he strafes to the right, gets one kill. Now Scar in a 1v2 situation is going to get fragged by Anime Fan. Axios gets the kill on Veros at the same time. He gets another double kill. This was the bear of the diffuser. Axios, Ashes, 1v1 situation. Now, Ashes, what I was saying was he cannot. Ashes did not know where his opponent was. Like, he was just scanning every single angle at a loss, right? He was not by the red stairs. But that just showed us that he was working on low intel, and Axios with a flick shot getting the kill. That was a headshot on Ashes at that range. the Vector with a rapid fire is just so dangerous. And there you have it. And there you have it. That's that's just a recording, but I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. So we are going to jump into that scene. Sorry for the recap here. That's the thing with replays. When you leave them on, you sometimes forget that they're on. It happens from time to time, and it really shouldn't. It truly should never happen, but I am not a perfect man. Sorry for the DC though, that really stuck. Don't worry. At least we can see how, because it sounds like it was a good round. It was an amazing round. We can make sound effects in chat. Let's go. Yeah, like just type pew pew in chat. Just type pew pew. Yeah, so let's take a look at the next round. So if I just reload that page, then Rewolf have won against Phire Gaming, MishMash against Rewolf. That's going to be a nice game. That was an 8-7 match. Please enter a valid score. What? What? Oh, best of one. Okay, no, that's maps wise. It's a 1-0. And score-wise, it's an 8-7. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. That makes so much more sense. Okay. So can you just like type the typical messages to the other teams? LFO, Decay Esports. Have you not played your game yet? You want to take a look at LFO against DK, because the scores have not yet been entered. So that might be. Yeah, that might be a bit late on that front. And of course, we are going to be casting this game right here. So I'm going to be just popping up the general message I'm sending them usually. Don't care if we set on the blind. Yes. I don't care about recovering the one file. I did not want to save. Yep. Ouvrir ça, this one, and just give me the text I can copy and paste.
You can only go on the other.
Yeah, but don't worry, I got it here. And there we go.
So we are late. So.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's right. True. I'm going to create a small Discord chat real quick with the players. Alvine. Yeah, so MishMash, they had another league, another game tonight. So they would like to reschedule. If Rewolf don't want to reschedule, of course, it's up to them, and it might end up in a forfeit, which would not be the end of the world, right? Because MishMash, they are in the upper bracket, so they would then just go into the lower bracket final, and they would still have a shot at the grand final. But that would imply that Rewolf have a shot or would get a spot in grand final. Aquatic saying that was really close, heartbreaking. I gotta say, considering. Considering there was a 4v5 situation, it is unfortunate that, technology had a say or actually had an impact here, but that's just the situation. Hey, so yeah, we're going to do this by voice. I think it's going to be easier and faster. So yeah, Kenny, do you want to just tell Alvine, your situation?
Yeah, so Alvin, we had...
En fait, tu peux juste le traduire, parce que moi je suis une couille en anglais.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just translate this. MishMash, they have another game from another league, like right now, so they can't play the match. So they would ask you to, if possible, reschedule it tomorrow before round 4. And if it's not possible, then it's going to be a forfeit for them. They knew it coming into the tournament. So, en français, est-ce qu'il y aurait moyen, dans le fond, parce qu'ils ont Kenny, I did express that properly, right?
Yes, that's perfect.
OK. Fait que dans le fond, ils ont un autre game d'une autre ligue, fait qu'ils peuvent pas jouer la partie. Ils le savaient avant d'arriver, tu sais qu'ils pourraient pas jouer cette game-là. Fait qu'ils demanderaient essentiellement de le receduler demain avant la prochaine round, si possible. Puis sinon, ben, ils comprennent qu'ils vont prendre la défaite par forfait. Tu sais, ils connaissaient la limite ou la limitation dans l'horaire avant le début des games. Fait qu'ils savaient, tu sais, ce qui s'en venait. Fait que c'est ça, c'est pas genre une surprise, c'était prévu.
Ben, honnêtement, Hans, normalement dans un tournoi, genre qu'il n'y a pas de prize pool, j'aurais dit, hey, on va comprendre puis on va le jouer demain. Mais là, avec un prize pool, on va jouer sécurité puis on va prendre le forfait.
Okay, so they're gonna play it safe on their part, and they are going to not reschedule.
Okay.
You know, because of the monetary incentive. If not, they would have. So that's gonna be a forfeit for you. Basically, you're in grand final or in the lower final, so you still have a reasonable shot at making it into the playoffs or into the grand final. And other than that, yeah, so that means Alvine, they're gonna go in the grand final. Fait qu'Alvine, ça veut dire que vous avez une victoire par forfait ici, et donc
Ok.
vous êtes en grande finale. Fait que,
C'est bon.
au pire, vous êtes deuxième du tournoi.
Ouais, c'est pour ça que je te dis qu'on va jouer sécurité. Parce que...
C'est ça que je vois, c'est ça que je vois.
Bon, ben merci.
Oh, ben, de rien. Et puis, so yeah, Kenny, best of luck in your other tournament. And
Sounds good. Tell them I'll catch them in the finals.
sounds good, sounds good. You may have to beat Axios again, though, and this time they are probably going to be in a 5v5.
Yes, I expect it.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, be it for your upcoming game, for tomorrow's matches, all that good stuff. I know you got around, so I won't hold you here any longer.
Okay, thank you.
All right, see you, man.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, that match was quick. So, si c'était rapide. And let's find another game to cast.
The only one we have to cast is Axios versus Decay.
Okay, Phire and We're Coming are not playing right now?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so the game has already started, actually. Okay, I got you. So, yeah, that is... Hey, I didn't want to do that. So that's gonna be Axios against Decay Esports. Decay, they don't have a logo, unfortunately. Okay. Did you tell them we would be casting? Okay, so I'll just poke, I guess. Ashes then. Good.
Let's go Ashes just for Talon. The new match is already
Well, if I send them a message saying that we are casting his next game, that's good for you. All right, so we won't have had a pause here, but that's okay. Wait, elites are allowed. Only. Typo, but that doesn't matter. I mean, if I was to open up the rules to say or to show exactly, that's not what I want. If I open up the rules to show exactly which operators are not allowed or which elite operators are not allowed, it is rule 3.3.6, I believe. Hey, I want the snipping tool because I want to show a screenshot. How is the map band coming along? Here, I'm using them here because we're still using like this rulebook for this tournament. Yeah. So. Yeah, map ban. How are we coming along map ban wise? The rulebook is so long. That's crazy. The map ban.
started. Yeah, but like I said, we're waiting for the answer of Axios. Already answered. So
Okay, so they're coming along. Good. Do DK have a logo?
no,
Come what? This is my last game on the chat. I will put the live on the TV and go to sleep. Good night or have a good day. You are beautiful. Iki, you are beautiful. But hey, thank you for being here. I really love the energy you brought into the chat. I mean, you know, being cheerful and upbeat and all that good stuff. That's amazing. It's nice to see. We love seeing that. So thanks for being here, and have a good one. And have an amazing night. Because I know it's late in France. You have to go to sleep now. I totally get that. Okay. Yeah. DK. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to ask the owner manager if they have a logo for the team. And with any luck, they will. If not, they're going to just be playing under the American flag, and that's going to be good enough as well. If we hit enter, okay, that does update. Good. Awesome. Okay, so our map ban is underway. You know what? I could maybe even do one for them, or you know, just showcase it. Do this, this, and this, and then if I restart the Stream Deck program because it crashes, and I hate why does the Stream Deck program crash? I need my Stream Deck. You know, I don't want to be restarting the thing every single time. Hey, Iki with the follow. I didn't know you weren't following. Hey, super appreciated. Am I following you? I gotta follow you if I'm not. I don't know if I am. Give me a sec. I gotta.
Oh, I got some OBS issues.
With one underline, right? Yeah. Am I already following? No, I wasn't. Hey, there you go. You got a problem. What's the problem? Just restart OBS? Yeah, you're gonna have to. Unfortunate. Okay, so they have banned. You can restart the entire computer if you want. Okay, I'm getting a few other pokes. Oh. Wait. So apparently Ashes just went AFK. He's typing? No. Well, actually, I can't know if he's typing. So wait. Okay. So they banned theme park. They banned Clubhouse. They banned Oregon. Are you opening up? Did you just open up an alpha pack? Because we heard it through.
Oh no.
Don't worry. So they banned Clubhouse. They banned Oregon, and they banned Consulates and Cafe. Consulates, Cafe. So it's gonna be between Villa and Coastline, and Ashes. Coastline and Coast it is. So yeah, it is gonna be up to DK. You want to attack or defend first? What is Fenix saying? Okay, so we are going to need to do one or two things. First and foremost, to get the logo downloaded, because we want to then display it in Meppen. And Decay Esports are attacking first. So Decay Esports will be on the blue team. Now, let's get back into Meppen right here. Where is Coastline? It's going to be in the list somewhere. Reset that, and there we go. Yeah, so real quick, just to reiterate, I wanted to interact with the screen, but hey, that's just his screen being streamed right here. The wonders of NDI. NDI as a protocol, as an underlying technology is amazing. Do you have an issue?
Yep, I do not.
Fonde. Fonde's gonna. No, Fonde's not on there. Yeah, we already need them.
Fonde is not
No, he's on the other two. Yeah, I was wrong. We'll need. And real quick, I'm also gonna be poking this wonderful individual. Okay.
Oh,
Did you make a mistake?
I thought I got the same
Oh, I'm gonna have to actually. You know what? So here, I'm gonna send you the gamer tag, Zug.
Alright.
Where are you? There you go. So, Ilan. I didn't know that Ilan was gonna play. I don't know why the follow button doesn't work last time since a long time ago. Oh, why didn't it work last time? Hey, now we have it. That's all that matters. Now, yeah, and I'm following you too. So that was. It's good that that's a follow button didn't work, because then I would not have followed you back. Gotta think positive. We have that. We have this.
I had it her. I think I will love the lobby.
You lost the lobby?
I think I will. We got 7 minutes.
It wouldn't be a major issue. Yeah, it's a short time. It would be a short time. What else? Not much else, to be honest. Oh gosh, Decay Esports' logo doesn't pop with the red or with the blue background, unfortunately. That's nothing too major. Nothing too major, but it's still a tiny bit unfortunate. Okay, so yeah, we're likely gonna be low on time. So if I was just to reiterate for those of you who maybe just have tuned in, so this is actually a game of the lower bracket. The upper bracket final has already been played, and the reason behind that is, simply put, the MishMash had. Am I hearing music? I might be hallucinating, but I still hear it. Yeah, so the team that was playing the upper bracket, in the upper bracket final, MishMash, they had a scheduling constraint. They couldn't play the game. And therefore, they had to just forfeit, basically, which just kicks them into the lower bracket. Nothing, it's not the end of it. Nothing too major. They, therefore, didn't play the game, and therefore, we're now casting a lower final match. The other lower final match, the lower semi-final match, rather. There's a nuance. There's a nuance there. The other game between Phire Gaming and We Are Coming for Your Styfe, they have already started their game, which in turn means that we could not cast it, and therefore the last match that was free for us to play was the one between DK and Axios, basically. So. With that being said, it's just yeah, I got a message from. Couldn't find them. What's your gamer tag? It's the silver. Yeah, so I'm still coordinating this. You should be getting a request pretty quickly. With any luck, that is. And Lennon is stepping back, so at least he said he did, but I'm not seeing it. So yeah, Lennon didn't get the request. Yeah, try again. Add to friends. It's not exactly the game as more as it is Uplay at this point, but I totally get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if not, yeah, Lennon's gonna have to add you. And Lennon tried to add. Okay, then you're gonna have to that is gonna have to go through a Uplay restart.
Oh my god. Alright then.
Yeah, so rehost or restarting the game actually.
Rehost before the game starts. Nice.
Rehost before the game starts. Nice as always. Don't we love these? Don't we love these? And yeah, so Lennon says, yeah, I'm playing unfortunately. So does that? I would suppose it implies that DK Esports, they planned on having like a full roster there, and then Lennon is manager or coach, manager, I believe. So then if the manager's playing, that means like the roster itself wasn't full, and they had to fill in the spots. So that's, yeah, once again, some slightly unfortunate, nothing major though. All right, there you have it. You know, I will. What's offline? Trying to connect. Wow. If not, I will be starting up the. I will be streaming from my computer.
But just try to wait 30 seconds, I guess.
Why is this doing this? Let me show you guys. Let me show you, okay? So Jiziak, yo, how you doing? How are you doing? So like it's saying offline trying to connect, but then like he's online. He's on my connection, right? He is right behind me, okay? Right here on the same switch, on the same connection as I am. Uplay says connecting, offline, try again in 32 seconds. You got that's. So I guess the underlying issue is still there. Did you restart Uplay itself?
Yep.
Okay. If it still doesn't work, I'll just host it here. Still receiving a message. You got something now?
But no game.
Okay, so at least he sees his Uplay friends connected, so that means like there's some connection or there's some talk with Uplay itself. Just got a little something here.
Games are starting.
Okay, so the game is starting up. That's good. That is amazing. Let's just hope that there's an actual connection with these servers this time, because the game without server connection is worth next to nothing, unfortunately. Okay, so in the main lobby, please wait. Connecting you to the Rainbow Six Siege server. Okay, let's hope. Let's hope. Fingers crossed, guys. Creating squad. Oh, that's good. That's good. Creating squad. You are online, my good sir. That is amazing. Yeah. So, as we said, it's gonna be a coastline match. DK Esports are starting an attack first, so they are going to be on the blue team. The orange team is thus going to be Axios. And I just realized I did not drink a single drop of water since the beginning of the cast. My throat is now a bit sore. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so Lennon's typing. All right, so this time Lennon got your request, I believe. So you should see. Oh, Aquatic is there. I see. So wait, so aquatic is on. I'm just curious. Oh wow. Okay, I don't expect this to happen, but like imagine. So we have. Let me just jump into that scene just to show you. We have Phire Gaming and Decay Esports, both being the two halves of the the team that split up, right? So imagine if Phire and DK were to win and to play against each other in the in round 3, which would be at like the semi-final-ish thingy. I don't care about that. Get me back to the bracket. This is what I was interested in. That'd be crazy. I deem Phire as being somewhat likely to win against Workman for your styfe. I think like this match is going to be fairly close, so it would be a 50-50 chance. But if I was to make a personal prediction, I don't see how Axios loses this match. It is possible, and I'm, as an admin, as a referee, I'm going to be neutral, but my personal prediction would be bleak for DK Esports. Still, I gotta say, we haven't seen them play before. I'm just saying this because Axios have a crazy high level. So DK, it's up to you to surprise us, and I am ready to be surprised. That's for damn sure. I don't mean to, break anybody's morale. I wouldn't want that. But, that is... Axios is a big team. Axios is a big team to beat. Jiziak saying, yo, te show. Hey, Jiziak, I'll take this as a compliment. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yeah. I don't know, because I was like thinking, like if I say thank you very much, bruh, and then like I misgender someone, that would be embarrassing. So thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much, person. That doesn't sound too great, right? I'm just overthinking things, and we are almost ready to go. Actually, we only are lacking a player on both sides. Jiro Jin, like those players, we know them from the main season before they split, and we're seeing them again. It's almost like I'm saying welcome back. But hey, Jiro Jin, welcome back. Lennon, of course, though Lennon did change her gamer tag, was easy before. Gion, that does ring a bell. Must have played during the main season like once or twice, and wasn't Aquatic the 5th one of the team? I believe so. Oh, he added you, so yeah, that makes sense. And on the other side, Big Sexy, Tom, Ashes, Veras. Veras is lacking. I'm no simp. Just follow the channel. I'm no simp. Thank you so much. You, sir, ain't no simp. But with that being said, yeah, Discord notifications can go away because, of course, the messages and the problems have since been solved. And on here, the only thing we are still going to be needing is, for example, the opera demands, but that will start only as soon as the game begins. So Veras is now here. Last one missing will be Aquatic. Oh, and Aquatic is here, but he's on the other side. Don't start just yet. As soon as the switch has been made, we'll be good to go. By the way, I might want to use like this moment to announce to you guys that our qualifiers for next season's playoffs.
We'll just start it here.
He's not wrong.
Juro saying he's not wrong. Okay, that's just mean. That's just. Wait, they both have their arrows up.
This
Why?
one is just whoever throws harder wins. All right, go.
Why aren't they switching? There you go. Okay, so we'll be good to go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're ready.
Alright, and for Cheeseburger team, you're ready?
All right. So
Sir from Cheeseburger.
cheese. We'll just ask them. Well, I guess Big Sexy said they're ready. That's good. That's good. So good luck. Have fun. May the best team win, and let's jump right into it.
Look, have fun.
So, this is going to be our last map of the night. One of the most, not one of the most anticipated games. Like, there is no way to sugarcoat it or to present it. It's not the upper final. But It's gonna be a nice match. Nonetheless, I am damn sure of that. Decay Esports, we have not seen them before, so that is gonna be an amazing question. What are the levels? It is turning, or it is, it's around the gold low plat level. And Gian apparently has a realistic-looking villager as his logo, as his team icon, and that is odd. Sariz wants to see the bracket. Let me just give it to you, Sariz, because every bot we ever had on this channel has broken. So, yeah, that is super, super unfortunate. Okay, our operator bans Decay Esports versus Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, they're banning IQ. Just like last time, IQ really does feel like a, I want to say hard breach type of counter operator, because her use is mainly in destroying bandit batteries from beneath, right? Blackbeard from the other side, of course, holding angles, repelling, and, cutting off rotations on the window. This map is notorious for this, Coastline, not Clubhouse, I was going to say it. I'm thinking of Consulate, another map which begins with C. And that's it, right? There are no other maps that are this notorious for holding angles from a window. Valkyrie, maybe Bank, but that's no longer in the competitive rotation since a few seasons ago. Okay, so we are now going to see the first defense. Let's not jump into it too quickly, because Valkyrie and Echo. So Valkyrie, if I was to talk about her, this map right here is her single best map. Let me tell you why. First and foremost, you will... Oh, Amaru. Okay. First and foremost, the Valkyrie cameras on the roof. This map is basically a ring. So when you have a map in a Valkyrie camera and a palm tree in the middle, it sees the entirety of the roof. Unlike, I wouldn't say Chalet. I know it's not a competitive map, but there's no way in hell for an outside cam to see the entire roof on Chalet. Second, and having players on the roof is very strong on this map, once again, because it's a ring. You can see inside when you're on the roof compared to any other map, like, for example, being a Dead Force, Chalet. The second part is palm trees. Palm trees are so good to conceal a camera while still giving a really, really good field of view to the attacker. So that is, that's the gist of it. If we were to look at the first round here, Cheeseburger will be defending the second floor. Of course, it is going to be a hookah buildings defense. What exactly is this defense going to entail? Well, let's just take a look at it. So we're going to be seeing, for example, a few roamers. That's for damn sure, right? Ashes with Vigil is never, ever going to stay in OBJ. I would not expect Big Sexy to stay put either. But that's going to be interesting because, of course, you also have Jurojin, who will likely be playing with a rush playstyle, because that's what Maru is good at, ultimately, right? And Gian is playing hard breach, but so is Jurojin. Yeah, so Frank, let's go. Good luck, have fun. Hey, Frank, thank you so very much. That's super appreciated. We will replay those notifications when the game is over, because I want to give you proper thanks. Jurojin already in VIP lounge. He is literally knocking on the objectives wall. Get on the objective door. Gets one. Looking for a second one. Gets a double kill. Is an OBJ. Could plant if he had the diffuser. Now he just has to hold set bomb site. But he is going to miss to shoot wide. And this comes time to get the kill on Tom, leaving us with a 3v4 situation. So, the defending operators are back on site, right? Tom is back, Big Sexy, or was it Ashes who was by the base area? So, of course, right, if you had any roamers, they are now no longer roaming too hard. Plus, losing, for example, Veros with, Doc, or losing Smoke. They start into the round. Jurojin has a 2.1 kill ratio, or 2-to-1 kill ratio right now, right? It's a good kill ratio all around. But if you factor in who exactly it is that he killed, his contribution to the team was good. The only problem with this kind of playstyle is that ultimately he was not supported by his team. I mean, his entry was swift, and noisy, right? But if he was to, for example, just have waited 5 to 10 seconds longer to have his teammates alongside with him, the diffuser could have already been planted, like Cheeseburger did last game. By round number 13, 14, I believe. Not exactly sure. Gian here getting a kill on Big Sexy in a 1v1 situation. And right here, Gian is going to get the kill on Tom. First round thus won by the DK Esports team, and that, if I do say so myself, is a great first impression for a team which we had not seen play before. Statistically speaking, you know, blue team is a bunch of gold players, whereas on the orange team it's plat 2s and 1s. I believe there's maybe even like a diamond player there. Not exactly sure who it is though. It's Anime Fan who is diamond. So, you know, statistically speaking, DK Esports had no right to win that round or to have that round be so close or be as close as it was, and yet, like I said, it was. So congratulations to you. You absolutely do deserve the credit there. That was amazing. Is it going to stay the way, or you know, are they going to be able to keep on winning rounds the way they did? I don't think so, for a few reasons. First and foremost, the rush does kind of depend on the advantage surprise, and it does not seem likely that, you know, this ploy is going to work again. Simply put, I don't think they're going to get the advantage of surprise again. Number one. Number two, though, is that it came down to the wire. So even if the rush worked again, even if we were in the same situation next round, or this round, should I say, the round ended up in a 1v1 situation between Tom and Gian, I believe. So Tom could have just won the firefight and, you know, switched things around, which is why DK won a great round. I don't want to take this away from that. I don't want to take this away from them. But the strategy they used is not going to be viable to win round and round and round reliably time and time again. Which is something they absolutely do seem to be aware of, because we're not going to be seeing an Amaru play again. That camera has not been destroyed. There's somebody right there not peeking over the wallbang. No, he was peeking. That was, I want to say, Big Sexy. So Lennon will have to revive Jirogen. That is going to be, you know, a small setback. Yeah, it was Big Sexy. But Big Sexy is not pressing any harder. He could have gotten a kill there. And Frank Hussein is a pleasure. Well, I really do appreciate that, to be honest, right? At this point, you know, you are, you know, not just this month, but lifetime-wise, you are the biggest sub donor on the entire channel. So I gotta give you credits. I gotta thank you properly. Right here, Gian is pushing in a very dangerous manner and will be punished accordingly. Now, 4v5 situation, of course, Cheeseburger have the upper hand numerically wise, but also Lennon and Georgiano are somewhat low on health, so that is not gonna help them out at all, right? It just compounds the difficulties at which they're gonna be facing. Other than that, there is still not enough manpower to mount a convincing push on OBJ itself. But it feels like once Cheeseburger know where the push is going to be coming from, their response is, you know, ruthless, basically. If you look at this right here, right, Joey is going to try to flush out the defenders of OBJ, and that doesn't work out too great. Big Sexy and Ashes both getting a kill. No, a 2v5 situation. You did have one of the defenders there that was absolutely ready, and both remaining attackers are holding basically the same angle, which is not too encouraging because, of course, right there, oh no, okay, Lennon gets the kill there. Somebody was outside trying again, and the pre-fires from, that was Verus. Verus's pre-fires are going to work perfectly. Oh no, it was Big Sexy's. No, it was Verus. Why then are we seeing Big Sexy's play kill cam? That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. I am mad. Or am I mad? Maybe a little, because Rainbow Six makes little sense to me sometimes, or makes only very little sense to me, and I find that aggravating. Okay, Quillier's defense this time, however, was a success for Cheeseburger, and therefore they're gonna have to defend somewhere else. I kind of like seeing, you know, a few different bomb sites being played. Simply put, it switches things up. If we were to always see the same area being defended, it would always be the same reinforcements, roamers, areas, play styles, both on attack and on defense. There's only so much, I want to say, innovation you can bring into a single bomb site, right? So a kitchen hold is going to be very welcomed. Let's see how this kitchen hold is going to look like, or what this kitchen hold is going to look like. First and foremost, once again, it is going to be a very light, very mobile meta. Ashes with Motzi, Pulse, Vigil, and it would not be a stretch to see a Jaeger roam, though, considering that we likely are already going to be seeing 3 roamers, period, having a fourth one would be a stretch. Of course, Anime Fan with smoke is going to stay on site. That is for damn sure. On the attacking side, there
5 seconds
is
left
not
before
going
insertion.
to be another rush. That's for sure. But seeing as Gian is playing
Attackers are
Jackal,
moving out to locate a
it
bomb.
looks like Decay Esports are expecting rumors and are going to be acting accordingly to flesh them out properly, you know. Gian with the Jackal, Linen can flank watch pretty quickly, and you know, cutting off roamers rotations is a big part. As you can see, a few roamers are attempting spawn peaks, you know, Big Sexy and Veras. Namely,
bomb has
Tom,
been
by the way, is also roaming. Wait, Tom is roaming? That really just does leave us with Anime Fan as the only defender on bomb site itself. So, yeah, a rush might, you know, surprisingly work here. Once again, I don't expect DK to employ said tactic, and that's going to be a nice kill by Tom. Good kill, looking for another one. But Aquatic was the only one holding the angle. Nobody is on the roof, ready to, you know, cut off said angles, apparently. Linen trying something through his drone hole, just as Joey is probing the, you know, side entrance himself. Georgian here dropping down. He has not been spotted, and that could be good. But if the longer he remains there, the more chance he has at getting identified. There's somebody on his left side. Could try to go for the wall bangs, but that would of course give away his position, and that's just a numbers game, right? You either hit or you miss, but you can't blame him if he does not hit. And of course, his position is going to be identified either way, which is a risk to take at the very least. Joey is attempting something, but of course Anime Fan will be there holding the angle, so there's no real way to push in, right? What else can we do? Well, it's going to be a typical run-of-the-mill round where you have to go for a proper coordinated anti-roaming phase before you can make it to the objective proper. But Gian is throwing a wrench into that, getting one, looking for a double. No, Veras will be there to cut him off. That was not Gian, sorry, it was Jin. So your proper anti-roamer operator is still up. How blind can I be, by the way? So, there is going to be Veras right there. Veras, of course, gets the kill. Does not want to press his luck, though. Falls back immediately. And that's the right play to make, because now it's a 2v4 situation. Joey has been there since the very beginning. But the thing is, he's not making any progress. So, he's going to have either to move or to just risk it all and run in. And that is not an appealing prospect, if I do say so myself. Ashes getting a nice kill on Joey. That was a given, though. And Joey getting a refrag from the grave, thanks to the Claymore. Still, moving through the situation, what can you do there? Problem is, Linen is, you know, a hard support operator, so having to force Nomad into an entry fragger role, because some people, there's nobody else to entry, if not, you know, Nomad herself. Well, what can we do? Not too much. The kit really does not lend itself. With 15 seconds on the clock, that is going to be yet another kill. Now 2 more to go and 11 seconds to do so. He is now down. It could actually work, as long as Ashes does not peek in a, you know, aggressive way. He's right there. Pre-fires could even work. Pre-fires to the right. Oh no! I saw that clutch happen. I was believing, and then, but alas, Ashes, you know, reflexes, game sense, and all-around skill just saved the round for Cheeseburger. But that was close, and like I said, especially with the Nomad, that would have been insane. So yeah, nicely done. Best luck next time. But that's what I like to see, you know, not giving up from the beginning till the bitter end. You have to try, and the adrenaline must be, you know, flowing through here, because that round was amazing. And it's that kind of hype, that kind of, I want to say, self-confidence, you know. Ultimately, Linda was just holding angles for the entirety of the round, whereas, you know, Georgian was rushing in. And she eventually had to run in, because I, as a, I'm explaining the situation in a very roundabout way, but the idea is, as a hard support, you think to yourself, okay, I'm no fragger, I'd rather stay back because I'm not, you know, the best person to get the kills. But when you think to yourself, okay, now I have to get the kills, and I just gotta be confident and go with the flow and just get things done. When you no longer have the mentality of better let somebody else go because they're likelier than me to get the kills, when you let go of that mentality, this is when results happen. So Linen, you know, had to rush in for, you know, a 15-some seconds because of the situation she was in. But if that attitude stays the same for the next round, this is where miracles are going to happen. I gotta say, that could be amazing. Still, you know, it was a Cheeseburger victory. Nah, unsurprising. But yeah. Georgian saying, whatever happened to Fediwa pilot? What does that mean? What are they talking about in chat? I don't know. My observer is at a loss as well. Yeah, so this is going to be it for round number 3. Looking at round number 4, it's going to be blue bar defense. We haven't seen too much of the initial setup. Veras's first kill is also going to be missed, and that was an aquatic. So yeah, it's a Zofia. Utility-wise, it's a useful standalone, or I want to say independent operator. Not talking about, for example, a Thermite, which is going to need his stature, or other support operator, or you know, a Doki, which only supports somebody else. Here, Joey is going to bite the dust thanks to Anime Fan, leaving us with a 3v5 situation. So you know, the gap between the two teams is already starting to increase, you know, little by little. So nothing too major, but we are still going to have, if I'm taking the perspective of DK Esports here, DK Esports are going to have to make something happen pretty quickly. Juro right here is going to get not one, but maybe two, seemingly. Now, Ashes is going to get the final laugh out of that one, leaving us with, once again, Lennon, the hard support operator herself, who is going to have to just say, screw that, I have to go in, let's make something happen, and let's make something nice happen. We've seen how run-out happy the defenders are, and that timing might have been perfect right here. Nice headshot, losing half of her health though. You know, that ratio is unsustainable. If you want to play the attrition war at this point, Cheeseburger are guaranteed to win it. So the next kills are going to be are going to have to be gained in a quicker manner without losing too much health. Pre-fires coming from Veras, of course, that is going to identify to give away his position. Georgian saying, oh, you're an anime fan. Is that just to throw Ashes off? I don't know if that was the intention, but hey, Ashes here just lost the firefight without losing a single point of health. And that's, you know, the important part. At this point, oh, that could have been amazing, but no. I was going to say, you know, being behind the bar, that's going to be really, really difficult to dislodge. Which is why using maybe 1 or 2 air jabs. I believe she still had 1 in her back pocket. Using 1 air jab could have been interesting to, you know, put them on their backs and use that opportunity to run up. Oh gosh, we did not record the replays because I am a numbnut. Yeah, so Wolf asking if this is a PC tournament. Yes, it is. And this is actually the playoffs, or this is the end of the season. But hey, if you're interested to participate, we already have the registrations open for next season's qualifiers. If you're interested, let us know and we'll give you more information. Our bot is unfortunately dead at the moment, so any and all responses are going to have to be done manually, but that's no bother at all. No bother at all. That's all. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on my accent. Okay, so we have gone through a complete cycle. Another one is going to be starting, i.e. Cheeseburger. They won 3 rounds in a row on one of their primary, secondary, and tertiary bomb site. And what happens next? Well, we go back on the primary one, aka billiards. So I got a question here for Cheeseburger. Not for Cheeseburger, for DK Esports. If you just tuned in, DK won their first round thanks to an honorary rush. So they rushed in. They had the advantage of surprise because of the speed with which they made it into the objective. And Cheeseburger were just not ready for that kind of playstyle. Okay, if you rush in, heads down, time and time again, of course, you become predictable and to some extent complacent. So doing that every single round might not be the right thing to do. But doing it every once in a while, for example, trying it for a second time right here on round number 5, would maybe be a viable situation, a viable possibility. Here, it looks like Big Sexy's alibi was the perfect distraction. That was a nice kill by, was it Veras or, I'm so freaking amnesic sometimes. It was by Veras, wasn't it? And right here, Lennon is going to get the refrag. So apparently, runouts, or being too runout happy makes you predictable. And that could also be construed as being complacent. Nonetheless, that leaves us with a 4v4 situation. Neither team's really having the upper hand. But, you know, having the defenders being this aggressive early on puts the attackers on the back foot. And that can have a profound psychological impact. if your opponent is this aggressive, is this mobile, whenever you enter in a room, you might think to yourself, if you have no intel especially, that there is a reasonable chance that the attacker is going to be, or the defending roamer is going to be in the very first shadow you encounter, and when you start to jump at shadows, you no longer are efficient as an attacker. That's for damn sure. So Tom here is going to be dangerous because, of course, for example, here Linen is somewhat likely to decide to jump on that small, courtyard balcony, and then she would be extremely, vulnerable to, for example, your roamers. That was roamers that were still up.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
But I don't see any silhouettes now around the theater area. Toothless saying, Borger. Hey, Toothless, how you doing? Is your match over, by the way? I assume it is.
Loading mag.
For you to be in this chat. So, 2v3 situation. How are we going to approach the problem from here? Blue vibe stairs. Juro gets one. He's going to have to rush in. But of course, Big 60 just has to turn around, leaving us yet again with Linen in a clutch situation. And yet again, Linen, being the hard support operator that she is not going to be able to do much. Though, I gotta say, the very first clutch situation, by round number 3, almost worked. And that was amazing. I wished the results were a bit more promising in the next few rounds, or in the last few rounds, if I was to talk from the present rather than from the third round going forward. They absolutely were not present. And that was to be expected, At the end of the day, having a Nomad pull off a 1v4 clutch is still way less likely than, say, an Ash or a Zofia. So, makes sense. No, I get it. So it's a it's kind of a meme in chat. You're supposed to just say Borger in chat. Gotcha. Beachurger. Beastburger. Yeah, that makes sense. No, but okay, for context, Cheeseburger, they were Axios, and they decided to call themselves Cheeseburger tonight. Actually, I think they wanted their complete name was supposed to be Cheeseburger Fried, but alas, there's a characters limit in Rainbow Six. But first and foremost, why would you rename yourself? Okay, are they maybe going to is something internal happening in the org? I don't know. Okay, I don't know, and ultimately it does not really matter in the sense that we're just here to see the game, right? But second of all, who fries a cheeseburger? What kind of situation or idea is that? Okay, but a small anecdote aside. Froxy, salut. Je vais te contacter sur Facebook pour inscrire. Froxy, yes, I will keep an eye on Facebook, even though I never go on Facebook. But if you tell me that you have to talk to me on there, I'll keep an eye out. That sounds good, Froxy. Sounds good. So, for the first time in a few rounds, Decay Esports haven't lost a single player to the spawn kills. That is good. I gotta say that's a good thing. It's a good thing. It seems like, however, Cheeseburger have not actually tried a spawn kill this time. So, this might be a major factor, or this might go a long way into explaining why no attacker has died. And it seems like Ashes is preparing a run out here, seeing as he double tapped the window over there. But yeah, Veros is also playing quite aggro on his side. So all in all, I mean, Cheeseburger's playstyle is very good in the sense that if you press the attackers from the get-go, from the very, very, very beginning, you don't give them any breathing room to prepare and to set up their own strategies. And that's the point, right? DK never get the opportunity to, for example, set up, surround the objective itself, prepare a coordinated push. Vertical hard or soft breaching could be interesting on, oh, nice kill here by Juro. Vertical soft breaching might be really interesting, for example, to push into kitchen, but they never get the chance because if they were to look at the floor, from the VIP lounge, well then they would be vulnerable from any types of roamers, which is why they don't do it. Leaving us with a 3v3 situation. The health pool would favor Cheeseburger, but all things considered, this is a fairly even playing field. especially considering that, you know, the game as a whole is in a 1v4 state, or 1-4 point state, should I say. And Ashes being killed by Gion, that gives us actually the upper hand for Decay Esports. Are they going to be able to keep set upper hand into and to translate this into a final, into a round 1? Yeah, maybe not, as Big Sexy here just got a kill. But still, right here, Georgia with the Toxic Babes. No, that is going to be a double kill, or 2 kills in rapid succession, rather. Anime Fan using the SMG-11, and then Big Sexy just turning around and absolutely murdering Linen. Nice try. Nicely tried, but better luck next time is unfortunately all I gotta say. Oh, so Zug, I see you typed in chat, so you are going to be... So I see your segment in chat, and you're going to be managing Froxy's question, and awesome. Yeah, though, yeah, let's do this after the stream. I like the way you think. You are a multitasking. Did I ever say thank you for the help you're bringing me? Because I would not have made it this far if I was still alone.
You already said.
I said it often. Toothless Mage saying, let's go, Beast Sugar. Zug. Toothless saying, Zug. I said no. No. I do like to see this very light-hearted energy in the chat. So wait, let's not play another round in match points overtime on the replays when I just forget to switch back into the gameplay scene. That would be atrocious. That definitely did not happen in a 7-7 points match. Definitely didn't. We were able to salvage the round, but goddamn. Okay, I wanted something, and that something is our last round here before the role swap was played on Kitchen.
5 seconds to go.
And it was an orange team victory. So now that we have a role swap, it is going to be round number 7 on Billiard. And you know, the interesting thing is, as soon as you have a role swap, you're going to have a different team doing the same task as the team before. I.e., for example, DK, how did they go at the problem of attacking? Well, they responded to that with a Namaru at the very first round. They responded to that with, for example, you know, Nomad as a flank watch. But here, Cheeseburger, they do things differently. Anime Fan is bringing a Lion to the table with a Finka that smells like a rush. It looks like it's gonna be a rush here, I gotta say. Or for example, we have not seen an Ella so far. So, boosted as we are, let's see how things are going to shape up. Lion as well, but nobody seems to be rushing. Like, the orange silhouettes aren't moving forward. Like, there is the one Ashes Twitch drone on site, but that's the extent of it. Jiro is on the hard ride, so Tom is likely looking at him. Oh, and he's losing health from Anime Fan. Actually, that was the only problem the attackers were facing. As we can see, they're now rushing in. That's giving a lot of problems to, for example, here Gion, who is unfortunately missing his bullets. He's gonna have to turn around just to get wall banged. He is hard pressed right now. Not much he can do, to be honest. Assuming he just keeps on pre-firing and or missing his shots, because he's been shooting at his opponents a few times. Right here, for example, not hitting the head will have proven fatal, and that will allow Big Sexy to get the diffuser planted. Linen gets one, looking for another one. That does not work out too great. And Cheeseburgers, or Cheeseburgers. Yeah, Cheeseburger. They win this other round, and now we are officially going to be in a match point situation. That was a brutal round, if I do say so myself. And if I may, I will remain cautiously optimistic. And what I mean by that is, the first round has been won by the attacking team, both at the very beginning of the game and, you know, the first one since after the role swap. And the defending team at the beginning, you know, Cheeseburgers, they needed one round to adapt, and then they started winning. So our DK Esports is going to be as adaptable, or as good as adapting quickly as their counterparts were. That is that remains to be seen, right? We're going to see it right here right now. But if they don't, or if they don't get to react and to adapt themselves quickly enough, it is not going to be easy because their back's against the wall. So they either have to adapt quickly now or not at all. I am just going to to jump us into a POV here.
Discovers the location of a bomb.
Tooth Mage saying no real. They're real. Bienvenue on the stream. Yeah, they're real. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's Alice saying, y'all got gluten-free vegan burgers? Maybe. Bro, if we host a LAN, we gotta, like, yeah, Tom is playing Armor. My my observer's, like, pointing on the screen here. Yeah, but if we ever host a LAN, or, you know, any kind of in-person events, we have to have some kind of reference or inside joke that the real OG true fans are going to recognize. For example, like gluten-free vegan burgers. What is even a gluten-free vegan burger? And that is likely to be an Armor rush because, like we talked about, there is Tom playing with Armor. But what is he going to do? Because he is not rushing in just yet. He's not going to come in through Boogard's window now, is he? That would be just crazy. No, he isn't. So he does not play his utility, doesn't use his gadget. Why is he picking Armor then? I couldn't tell you. And right here, you do have Druid that's been put down. He is going to get revived, so nothing too major. Still up at 5v5. Of course, the health pool is going to favor Cheeseburger. And of course, if Anime Fan gets a double, that also helps them out a lot. Linen here is going to have an Ashes problem, or an Anime Fan problem. Aquatic gets the refrag. And now, oh, Tom, he came in through the hatch. And he could get a nice kill on, there you go, on Aquatic Decay. Gion gonna kill an Ashes, and the refrag from Tom. That is gonna be Cheeseburgers winning round number 8. And therefore, they now win the game. And they're up into the lower bracket semifinal. And there you have it, Cheeseburgers winning 7-1. That was ultimately a one-sided match. There is no way around it. It was no close whatsoever. The first one was. Round number 3 was pretty promising as well, but that was the end of it. So ultimately, you might even want to chalk this up to a few mistakes, right? To a few opponents' mistakes, to a few Cheeseburger mistakes. Because if they played like they played, say, this round, there's no in hell, unfortunately, that Decay Esports would win. Though, I mean, Decay, you, I give you. I see that you have a lot of potential, right? You wouldn't have won a single round if you didn't have any skill whatsoever, right? Therefore, the greater point is, I would invite you to look over the VOD, to think about, you know, what can you improve upon, to improve upon those things. And next season, I believe you are already registered, by the way, for the next season, if my memory is correct. And next season, I would be very interested to see what your performances look like, and to see how much better you've become. Oh, I'm waiting for the scoreboard to end, but the stream, or the NDI stream, is kind of paused there. So yeah, let's jump into the replays ASAP instead. And yeah, just to respond to Alvine, yeah, no, we're not gonna get that was the last match tonight. The other games are going to be played tomorrow, because of course it would be a bit late to start another game. And they had been announced on Battlefy. The next round will be played tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or 1800 if you are of the 24-hour time mindset. Put it that way. Okay, so all in all, I just want to say congratulations to Axios for winning this game. They are thus going to be playing up against Phire Gaming. So that is the other, of the original gang. That's the other roster. That's our other group. Let's just give in the outcome here. So Axios winning 1-0 maps wise, points wise 7-1. There you go, done and done. He got the Borgars, but does he have the Baba Booey? Okay, I still get, being a non-native Anglophone, when you say Borgar, I still know what Borgar means, or what it's supposed to stand for, but what is Baba Booey? Is it supposed to say, like, bonjour in French is hi? Is it supposed to mean hi? I don't know. Hey, Frank, by the way, like I said, you gifted 5 tier 1 subs earlier today, and I wanted to thank you. So we're going to be replaying the notification, but this time it's actually going to be showing. Super appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. Gave a subscription to a few different people. The overlays or the notifications are in French. Happens. That happens. Oh, Bulldogum got one. Nice. Because like I do recognize a few names here. Fantix. Voltrek was here. Muggy. MC. Few people. All right. So Austin saying Axios shall become. Yep. So you will be playing against Axios, but that's gonna be tomorrow. Okay. Until then, thank you all for having me in here tonight. One thing is for damn sure, Rewolf or 50% Rewolf. I mean, okay. To be honest, I'm going on a tangent, but there's like no team except even here Axios. They're now called Burgers. So MishMash and Working for Your Styfe are the only teams that have kept to their own name. That's insane. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of the night. For those of you who are still in the game, watch over the VODs, scout out your opponents, see what you can learn on them, because especially the teams that are going to be playing against Axios, you have a tough cookie to crack here. And Axios, keep on doing what you're doing, because hey, it seems to be working. So, thank you for being here. I hope you had a great night. I know I did. I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, since I know I'm repeating myself, have an amazing rest of the night. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Defender has left the area of bomb diffuser.